I just wanna run it up.
Can we check or something?
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up,
Yeah.
count it up, count it up, count it up.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up,
Yeah.
count it up, count it up, count it up.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Yeah, I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah, I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check or something.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nat One Videos and the Guild Build Review. I don't know if you guys know, most of you will know about the Guild Build happening over at the Tabletop Crafters Guild, and it's being moved around different accounts at the minute for people to host, and this time it's my turn. And I'm joined by three good friends from the Tabletop Crafters Guild. I'm going to go to Scotty first and we'll chat to Scotty here in a minute about the guild build. Scotty from DM's Craft. We've got Collin from Crazy Crafter YouTube channel and Zane from Zane Morgan's Crafts. And we're going to check out all of the builds for the theme Woodland Shrine. And that's my intro. And now we're just going to let it roll. So actually, first of all, Scotty, tell us a little bit about the guild build, how it started, and now the new reborn guild build, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure, yeah. We wanted to feature people who were, doing things in the community. We thought it'd be fun to give them a craft. Generally, it was started with like, oh, do something with a toothpick, or, do something with that toothbrush or household item. And then we kind of expanded it to more to be like a certain theme, type of thing, which is what we've got the Woodland build here. And, each of us would, do a video on it. But we decided it'd be better to do it in kind of like a live format like this. Like, it's just kind of fun to you guys can see us deliberate or talk about the craft. So we wanted to do it that way. So that's why we're here with you today.
Awesome. Okay, so we're probably going to get into it, but I'm just going to get each one of you guys to say who you are and a little bit about what you do, and then we will get stuck into the builds. So, like, tell us what you do, Scotty, where and who you are. I mean, we call you the craft father, so.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I sheepishly pulled out a video camera. I had a good idea, I thought, well, I'll do a couple videos. I set it up and just mumbled into the camera. I cut some cardboard, hot glued it together. And then I thought, oh, if a couple people see this and, like it, I've helped somebody with it, right? This is kind of the Wild West days of YouTube. Because actually, I'm coming up on a 10-year anniversary that I've been doing video for 10 years. I can't believe it's been that long. Cool. And how great the community, I mean, with that seed that I planted, how it's grown, and there's so much great content. So yeah, it's just fantastic how this has grown. But
and your YouTube channel is the DM's Craft, just in case.
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the DM's Craft. If you go to the DM's Craft, you can find me there. I actually have over 800 videos, so it's crazy. If you're looking for something, you can probably find that I've done something on it. Yeah.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna leave you to last, Collin, because Collin's the hostess with the mostest. And Zane, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so hey, I am Zane Morgan from Zane Morgan Crafts here on YouTube. I do stuff like this in the background. I take my 3D design background, design STLs to 3D print, and then incorporate those into my film builds to add some extra stuff that you normally can't get with the finer details of home. So. And cool. I'm also a co-host for the Crazy Crafter livestream.
Mm-hmm. So both Zane and I are co-hosts on Collin's show, and he's normally the host, and is way better at this than me.
You're doing great.
So what I'm going to do is let Collin tell us a little bit about Crazy Crafter livestream, and then Collin is going to start the guild build off by introducing the first build. Is that cool, Collin?
That sounds good. Hello, everyone. My name's Collin Bressie. I run the Crazy Crafter YouTube channel. It's a dedicated, primarily dedicated crafting livestream channel, where on good weeks, it's happening at least once a week, where we get to bring other members from the community on. We've had DM Scotty on before. Again, Zane and Michael were both guests on my live stream that's been running for a little over a year now. And it's focused on, again, everyone within the community. It's very much inspired by the Tabletop Crafters Guild and the whole notion of what Scotty set up 10 years ago on his YouTube channel, which is promoting growth within the hobby and sharing your knowledge. And there's so many awesome crafters out there, and that's kind of the inspiration for my channel, was to bring these folks together to pick their brains and to get to know a little bit about what serves as their inspiration within the craft. And it's always a good time. So if you're ever hanging around and you're like, man, what am I to do on a Saturday while you're having a great weekend, you come on over and hang out with Zane, Michael, and I. We go live every Saturday, and I try to stream as well in the middle of the week whenever I can. Just me fiddling around, crafting away. I have a quick cameo here. I also want to throw this guy into the mix, because this was the shambling mound that I made, which is one of my favorite things I've ever built using Scotty's paper mache technique, and that was he had to come out and say hi. So anyway,
Cool.
here he is. Okay,
So we're going to start
let's do it.
the review now. Just to say to people in the chat, if your build is on screen, please talk to us in the comments. Collin, you were saying that we will try and organize it. If anyone particularly wants to just have a quick call in and talk to us about their build,
Correct.
just let us know in the comments, in the chat, and we will post a link for you that you can click in, and we'll try and figure it out that you can come in. We're going to try and not run for hours and hours and hours. So we're looking at probably 4 or 5 minutes per build. We'll see how we get on.
Right.
Also, just to say, Scotty is working today. So after about an hour, he's going to jump out, and we're going to have our friend Slavko, aka the Mini Mason. He's going to jump in and join us for the rest of the review.
A quick note on joining via Zoom. You have to have Zoom installed either on your phone or your desktop, wherever you're calling in from. When you join, if you join in to call in, just make sure that your video remains off. Otherwise, it will throw off the stream, the looks of the stream. It's not a big deal, but it will jarble everything, and it'll make my little live streamer heart inside go, oh, right? So just keep your video muted, and then we'll be able to hear you just fine. But we're super excited. All you have to do, we'll keep spamming the chat with that link that we're posting in there. All you have to do is click that link, and it will admit you, and we'll get you in there. Cool. All right, let's head on over.
Okay, so if we go, we're going to go in alphabetical order as well. So this is in no particular order. We're just going to go from A to Z through the builds. And I mean, I've also, just to say, Scotty and Zane have not looked in the folder at all. So you're gonna get fresh reactions from them.
I have.
You're gonna see my face make faces. No.
Anyway, okay, this is great. This first entry is from Aaron Pressberg. Aaron Pressberg is, so Scotty, Zane and Michael know Scotty, and everyone else out there is a good buddy of mine. I play D&D with Aaron. I've known Aaron for a long time, and he's gone down the crafting rabbit hole since the December guild build. He built first, but this is his Woodland Shrine, and if you look it up here in the folder, this was inspired. He took Aaron's got 2 kids, both of which are getting into D&D and crafting as well. But this one, Aaron took the footprint of his youngest kid in clay, and then
that's cool.
took the imprint of the foot, and then it's as if a giant was walking through the forest, and the fungus from the giant spawned this community. So all these little mushroom folks worship the foot, and that's the Woodland Shrine that Aaron came up with.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I thought that was pretty freaking amazing. You can see some other stuff down here from another angle.
So Aaron's a friend of yours, right?
Yes.
He sounds like a really fun guy.
So
Dad joke number one.
Dad joke number one. This is something that I went down with. We try to get the kids together at least once a month to hang out on the weekends, and those previous ones for the last couple months have been us crafting and hanging out. And I thought Aaron did something pretty cool. So all these mushroom stems that you see here on these mushrooms, some of the mushroom caps are clay that he molded with the clay, and then he painted. But the stems, can anyone guess what those stems are made out of?
Is that rolled cardboard? No.
Nope.
Bamboo.
Nope.
I'm never gonna guess, so you're gonna have
Scotty?
to say.
I was gonna say rolled cardboard.
Rolled cardboard. He took old Nerf darts, the foam Nerf darts, and he spray painted them. And when they spray painted them, they started to warp and eat away at the foam just a little bit. And he was just like, "Oh, these are perfect." So he took old Nerf darts and used them for mushroom stems. So I'd never seen that before, and I was like, "That's a great way to make mushrooms." So he's
Foam
got
is foam.
Yeah, foam is foam. So this is a really good build, Aaron. He's in New Orleans right now, Mardi Grasing it up. So have fun, buddy, and thank you for submitting your build.
Aaron's second build, right?
Yeah, he submitted one for the December Guild build for his bridge ambush too. Yep.
It's cool too to have a story with it. You know, like I love the footprint and it's sprung up. That's so cool, and not just for entries, but for your own crafts.
Yep.
Like have a story behind, a bunch of terrain is cool, but if you have that story behind it, it just makes it even better for the players. So
yeah,
100%.
Yep.
Also, he must have a serious case of athlete's foot if he's got fungus growing out of his
right. That's a lot of
sentient fungus.
The divine fungus.
All hail the divine fungus.
Well done, Pressberg. I love the fact that you are crafting away. And speaking of which, not only are you crafting away, but his youngest son, Alex. If we switch over here to the next one, Alex Pressberg has wanted to create kind of a different take on a Woodland Shrine. This was inspired by a beachfront Woodland Shrine with, you got this coral golem coming out of the ocean, and this is cool. Like all these kiddos, with the exception of like some hot glue action, like they are assembling and putting it together. So Alex has like an air elemental coming out of here. He basically is like, I'm throwing every monster outside on here at his seaside Woodland Shrine. I really like.
So level 1.
Right. Level 1. That's right. What were you saying, Michael?
How old is Alex?
Alex is 6. He's going to be 7 in March here.
That is
I see a definite story behind this, because it looks like there are all the elementals, like there's water, air, fire, and earth.
Yep.
So there's something going on here. That's cool, that you can immediately see that story.
It is, like, what is it about this space that attracts all the elementals together?
Right.
Like,
what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know what is happening here.
Super
Wasn't
cool.
that Frozen 2? That's very cool.
Yeah, this is a cool build. They've discovered contrast paints, and they have also, I think the adults and the kids, when we craft together, are pretty much on par of like we're pretty equal in how many pots of paint we spill when we're using the contrast paints during those sessions. But I love it. This is like a little trip here. If you can see all the woodland, all the seagrass and all that stuff. Like, it's just, some of it's dollar store stuff, some of it's stuff that they bought at the craft store and have trimmed off. And I know, Scotty, you've used that before in your builds as well.
I use plastic plants all the time because they're great, because you can hit them, you can knock them.
Yep.
If these were hard, stiff metal wire plants, you hit it, it's going to throw the terrain across the table, right? This, you could brush your hand across and you're not going to hurt the terrain or move it or whatever. So I love plastic plants. Now, a little bit of a critique, not necessarily a critique, but as
let the 6-year-old have it, Scotty.
Yeah, right. There you go. As he matures as a crafter, he's going to start doing the step up techniques, because this wall would be great with a little bit of dry brushing, but as he gets older, that's going to be, all that detail would come out. And it's the easiest thing in the world to do. So that will be the next step that this crafter will take. We'll start doing the dry brush and that kind of thing. And
it's
the
also
shading.
pretty amazing though that, like, at 6 years old, he's making this stuff. I didn't even start crafting until I was well and like.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I mean, this is what if I was 6 years old today. This is what I'd be doing. You know.
Like,
Totally.
absolutely hope he sticks at it for sure. Like,
Well,
exactly.
just with the side profile there, just noticing the way he did the wall. I think is quite cool is that he stacked up the XPS foam and then it looks like it's been offset so that you got the different depths for the bricks, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. Very
Also,
clever.
I assume that's the dad's hand and not the 6-year-old's hand because that's a very hairy 6-year-old.
That is definitely Aaron's hand at work there. I think he was I don't know what he was doing. Was it for size or scope or reference there? It's going to be awesome, Scotty. So the thing that his boys are always excited about is they love all the crafting community and they're kids, so they love YouTube, right? Everything's like, oh, YouTube. So they'll listen back to they'll play back the stream later, and they're going to be pretty excited that the craft father gave him some advice on some dry brushing. You've made Alex's day whenever he plays back this stream.
Awesome job, Alex.
Yeah, good job, dude.
Very
well
good.
done. Zachary Pressberg, where's your build? Why didn't you finish it? I'm just kidding. Aaron forgot to send the pictures. It's finished. We'll get I'll have to share it later. I'll put it on the Discord or even on the Tabletop Crafters Guild. Daddy forgot to send it. All right, we're moving on to
Next one
Amberly, right?
Yeah, Amberly Porter.
Amberly Porter. This
really good.
is slick. I love this one. I love all the lighting in this one. This one has that definite feel. So I don't know if you guys remember or if you've seen the movie Kingdom of Heaven, but when Orlando Bloom comes in and is knighted by his father Liam Neeson, like there's all these candles and the way the room is lit. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But they set up like a shrine, and it was a very holy ceremony with the knighting of Orlando Bloom. That's what I get with this setup here, and the reverence of this shrine is apparent, and I love all the texture that Amberly put around it.
And the trees incorporated into it.
Yeah.
Like that makes it holds up the temple, it holds up the rocks above the shrine.
Yep.
So really cool idea, and definitely hot glue in there. I see.
Yep.
Which hot glue, amazing material, and we have a couple pictures here. One is kind of a further away, which is how the players would see it at the table. And I'm always saying, you see these things close up, but really at the table, it's a different view for the players. And the second picture is more what the players would see. Now, in the first picture, you can see more of the hot glue. You can see that it's hot glue. But the second picture really looks like this gnarly old bark, which is just, I love it. It's fantastic.
Yep. I like all the I'm trying to think, is it the lichen that Amberly used for, is it like that Joann's or Michael's craft store like lichen stuff that I use? I used it.
It looks like reindeer moss.
Is it reindeer moss? That's what I was looking like for. It looks really good. I like that stuff.
Just to say to anyone watching, if your build is on screen, please, and you're watching, don't be silent in the chat. Get involved and let us know. And just a little reminder to say, if you want to jump in for a chat with us, we'll post you a link as well. So, because we've got new people coming in all the time here. So
that's right. Let's see if I can get another one. I'm trying to actually copy that link again for everyone.
I just love the feel. I think the LED lighting of this piece really sets it off too. It gives it that mood, that warm light, just really that fire effect. It just, especially the second picture, and just looks. I love it.
I wonder if that's just like a little string of Christmas tree lights or something like that.
Yeah,
like LED Christmas lights.
LED Christmas lights.
You can get those little teeny with the box, a little teeny string. What I like to do is just hide the box somewhere in the terrain, and you can string that in, and it's so easy. You don't have to do any wiring or anything. It's just already put together for you.
Yep.
So
super cool.
Fantastic.
Well done, Amberly. Well done. This is an amazing piece, and some incorporation of actual wood into the piece too. The little dirt path to the steps up over here. It is amazing. Oh, this is different tree. That looks like like Barilla pad that's cut up over here. That's so cool. The little vines. There's a lot of really great detail. in this piece. Well done.
Like even the pieces on the shrine itself, like the sword and
Yep.
the vessels.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. Well done, Amberly. Oh man, the man, the myth, the legend who was the deciding factor for Woodland Shrine. This is my son's entry for the guild belt. Now, I'm
so glad we got kids involved,
dude.
doing these crafts.
This is Skittles over here with the rainbow and the clouds. This is Mr. Skittles. Mr. Skittles deals out health potions, and Mr. Skittles, like, it was so funny. He's like, "Are you taking pictures?" And he started piling on more stuff than he had because I think he was excited for the picture to take place. But this was cool. So we used a spray foam, or not spray foam. It's a spray. It's a primer made for foam specifically for terrain building. And I can't remember. You're gonna hate me, Zane. We talked about this yesterday on my stream, but it's not a Citadel one, and I can't remember. I'll have to post it later. But
Is it the Armory, maybe?
I can't remember what it is, Scotty. Truthfully, I don't remember. But
Can't be bothered to look.
I know it's not. It's outside. I don't know where it's at.
You had a day, Collin.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, he had a blast. His whole thing was he wanted to build this shrine encounter, and he was very, very excited. We spent, I think we spent the better part of several hours yesterday just playing through the terrain. He wanted to make he wanted to be the game master, and he ran all of the encounters, and he ran like different scenarios up about the different monsters, where we would go, where we could hide, trying to hide in the bushes for cover. And he made me roll, and he's such a generous game master. When I didn't roll what he said I needed to roll, he's like, "That's close enough, Dad." And I was like, "Oh."
Not one.
Yeah, like I roll. He's like, "You need to roll a 20," and I rolled a nat 1. And he's like, "You should re-roll that." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, my players would love that.
I know, right? Who doesn't love that?
Maybe you were a halfling and you got the luck rule. You got the re-roll than that one.
Maybe.
Why don't you let us roll like Collin's son?
You see some of the minis there, Collin. Did he paint those? Those are
Yes.
done with contrast paints.
Yeah, he did. He painted up all those minis with contrast paints. Yep.
And Ben's what, 5?
Yeah, he's 5. So he's
awesome.
He's having a good time. He wanted to dig out, like he wanted to use I really like he wanted to create different texture. You can see he like dug out the foam. He took an old paintbrush and started digging away to create like this is where he wanted to create like rock texture, and I was just like, that was fun. So that was kind of his new experimental thing this go around that he played with. He used the paintbrush, the old paintbrush handle, to scrape it out and dig the foam out and created that texture. But yeah, I thought this was a ton of fun. Good job, kiddo. You did great.
Nice job, Ben.
Yep.
Great job. He'll be crafting you under the table in no time, Collin.
That's no joke. That's no.
Lisa said in the chat, I detect a little dad help with the stone texture.
With this, no, I didn't help. That was him. Like, Lisa, never underestimate the power of a child to destroy something. Like he dug at it with that. I did not help him with that. The one thing I I always like hot glue. Anything that we're hot gluing, I'll help out with. And then I spray painted. We're almost strong enough to like push down on the nozzle and like learn how to start using it. And I can guide his hand, but like I kind of those things, the spray painting of the terrain and the hot glue, but the texture, that's all him. I didn't help him with that.
So we've got another build on screen
This
right
is
now.
sick.
Yep, this looks amazing.
This is Cross from Campaign Terrain. I love the composition of this build. Like that first photograph, especially, like really sets off the scene. So I think we've got Cross in the channel, in the chat.
Definitely has a mood to it.
Yep.
Right. And one of my favorite crafting materials, beads.
Yeah.
Beads. I have a box of just keep boxes of beads. You know, they are so great for crafting those details. So they look fantastic lining that walkway up to the shrine.
Yep. Let's change. Let's go to the next one. You can see this.
We've got your social media that came up on screen for a brief second there.
Oh, did it? Yeah, it's because I switched. I'm like looking at other stuff. I need to not do that because it's streaming. Sorry. Anyway, there we go. It's coming back to crosses here in a second. Cool. Dude, I love the color and the different textures between the flocking and then the siding of all the rock on the side. I like that pop of between dark and light between the soil and then the side of the rock there. And I like the stairs here too, Cross, that lead up. This looks so cool.
I mean, Scotty mentioned the beads there. That was actually the last time we hung out with Cross on your stream. He was showing us a big, massive bag of beads, and he's just like, I don't know what to do with these.
Well,
so
that's true. Found something to do with them. That's for sure. I love the texture of his tree bark too on the trees here. So pretty.
And the stone.
Yeah.
I like the stone detail.
Okay, so the trees, Crosses in the chat here, the trees are hot glue and string.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. But the top of the trees, that is like, because I like the way Cross does his trees. It just gives like a really full canopy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
How does he do that again?
That is, I can't remember what this. I think isn't it dusted with its is it?
Foam
I know
flocks?
it's used some. It's a foam flock. It's a homemade foam flock that I believe Cross makes. But what is the base for it? You have to let us know in the chat there, buddy.
And
I think he takes sponges, doesn't he?
Is it sponges?
Maybe. Tell me if I'm wrong, Cross. I haven't watched your bocage video in a while.
The leaf scatter. Oh yeah, so the leaf scatter. Dean says, I like the leaf scatter. Those are the little details that make builds for me. Me too. I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's birch seed casings, because that's what it kind of looks like.
No.
Could be.
I haven't found them. Like, I've been looking for birch trees around me so I can just steal some off the ground. But you know,
The thing is,
I just stick to tea leaves.
by the time the seed casings come off the tree, they land on the ground and the seeds just go everywhere and you can't pick them up. So you need to really pull them off the tree. It's the perfect time of year for them right now. I've got some in my build.
Not here. It's there's nothing on the trees. It's snow.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is an awesome build, Cross. If I'm still waiting to see if what's the base like? I know you put the foam flock, but like, what's the base of the tree canopy? You have to let us know. So let us know in the chat.
The layered foam for the stonework, I'm not sure if that kind of looks like PIR foam, not XPS foam, but I could be wrong.
He said the foliage is spray painted fiberfill and the flock gets spray painted. So it's fiberfill. It's like pillow stuffing.
Oh, cool. Nice. Gives it that nice full effect. Well done, Cross. That looks really cool. Who's coming?
Jamatra's just put in his entry. We've had a couple of entries during the stream coming in from Dean and from Martin, so
I have to refresh.
Yep. Cool.
Really cool. Let's see if I can refresh it. Come back. Stand by. There we go. I think we're getting everyone. Yep. And here is. There's one last shot here of Cross's. Cross put another over the top of kind of the top of the walkway in the shrine. Super cool.
Have we got a close up of the little shrine bit?
What do you mean of this? Of the actual, like, the little wooden the wooden shrine next to the mini? Is that what you're talking about, Michael?
Yeah, because I think that there's a bead on the inside of that as well. It kind of reminds me, you know, in China they have like these walls where you kind of spin something. It's like a prayer roll or something.
I think we went back to the first shot. We can see it. I think the best from there. That looks really good. That's
yeah,
cool.
I'm zooming in, that bead on that, and that's pretty cool. I like that one.
Awesome. Awesome work.
Okay, so
Yep, go ahead.
oh yeah, and then this is are we moving on to the next one now, or
We are.
because this is another relatively new crafter, is that right?
Yeah, Chris. So Chris, again, all my buddies from the campaign that I play with on a regular basis are, you know, if we're not able to play, we've had a couple sessions where we've had to postpone the session or move the session, and we were all planning to get together anyway. So in those occasions now, some of us will still gather and we'll still craft instead of play. And Chris Martin decided to build the January guild build. He's done other crafting before, and he's hung out on my stream as well. But I thought this was cool. He decided to he wanted to make a little diorama. So he took some lavender branches and a scrap piece of foam that I had and had purchased. He had originally purchased a I can't remember if it was WizKids, but he purchased an altar that he could paint up, right? He got it from the game store, and then he forgot it when he came over the other day to finish it. And he was just like, okay, well, I've got a couple hours to figure something out. So again, he grabbed some more spare foam, and that's where this, he's like, can I have some of your Citadel skulls for this build? And I was like, yes. So he carved out this little rock with a hobby knife and created this creepy skull altar in the middle of this kind of like dying forest, and I thought it was absolutely awesome. He got some really good detail.
The good thing about a dying forest is that you can literally get sticks and turn them into trees.
That's right.
And it looks awesome.
Yep. This is just the real birch tree, and I love the close-up. So this is something that I watched him. This is something that I've seen Chris do before. When he textures his foam, he spent a long time slowly rolling over tinfoil all over this thing to really get this nice fine texture for the smaller scale. And I thought it was awesome. And he painted it, and then he threw a wash on it, and then he went back with a little bit of, I think he used linen to dry brush it.
Do you know what the ground is? That a base ready product?
Yeah, he like.
It looks
so that's
really good.
That's the other thing that they enjoy doing is they're like, oh, if we crafted Collins, we can take all of his supplies that he have, which is great. I don't care. That's what it's there for, right? But yeah, he used some base ready material from Geek Gaming Scenics on this one, and it looks. It looks absolutely glorious. Some of you might be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so much base ready for." I don't care. That's what it's there for. It looks so good.
I don't care.
I don't care. Don't care.
Yeah. I've used a whole bag of base ready on one project before.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I use Adagrax Earthshade on terrain. So
always. Sometimes if you've got it and you want to use, like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But I thought it was well done. Well done, buddy. This is a good one. And he used a toothpick to secure this in the ground because I'm gonna steal it and use it for our, like, I want to be able to pull that out. And I'm like, that's too cool not to use. So I was like, you gotta be able to pull that apart so we can throw it in our campaign whenever we want to.
I love the little skull wall. It kind of reminds me of like sort of dark catacombs. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a video of like the catacombs beneath somewhere in Paris, I think it is, and they have the skulls in the wall.
I think it's all of Paris.
I've been to it.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like sometimes less is better, right? Like, there's not a lot on this, but when you look at this, you get this sense of desolation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, if there was too much stuff on this, it would take that sense of desolation away. And then the focus with the skulls, you know, everything just kind of sends your eye to that center focus of that skull stone.
Yep.
And then, like I say, your questions, are the skulls on there for a particular reason? Are they in a certain order? Or, you know, are our skulls going to be next?
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, if you take them out and put them in a different place, is it going to activate something?
Right.
Yeah.
It could be turn it into a puzzle for sure. I was
Oh,
thinking
that
the
would be
same
cool.
thing, Zane.
That
That's
would
what I
be
was
cool.
He was gonna add blood to the empty spots, and then he was just like, I kind of like it just plain, like, for that to, like, leave it up to, again, it could be many different things, right? It could be the puzzle. It could just be, you know, a creepy point of, like, you're on the right path to the, you know, the entrance to whatever cave or dungeon or tower that you're on your way to. But I liked the fact that Chris forgot an integral piece of the build and had to improv on the fly, and
it turned out better.
And it turned out way better than if he'd have painted up that pre-made little shrine that he purchased from the store. So
one last quick question: did you say how he is a little bit of foam? How he got the little holes? Did he just melt them in, or?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I know what he did. He used my hot wire knife. That's what he used. You can see it kind of like, yep, just kind of slightly touched it in. I think he took a skull, and pushed it in, like imprinted it, so he kind of had like that shape and format, and then he just touched the little hot wire knife lightly to create the hole. That's exactly what he did.
And just like Walker Olmsted saying it's like something out of Indiana Jones there.
That's what I said too. Kalima. Instead of stones, it's skulls you got to return. Well done, Chris. Good job, buddy.
Nice job.
Nice.
We can skip this dude.
Who's this guy?
This guy. We'll skip this guy. No, we won't skip this guy. So this is mine.
Collin Bressie.
This is I selfishly was like, I've been wanting to build tree scatter terrain. I've never really built anything for my tabletop. So I was like, I want to build some tree scatter terrain that I can pop down on the table at any given moment. And I also wanted to add, play around with some more of that awesome foam that Tina had sent from across the seas. So I built my my little woodland shrine over here down in the corner. I built a little stone shrine out of that stuff, and I had a blast texturing it. There's so much detail in that foam you can get from that sweet styrodur. And then I used hot wire, the pipe cleaner technique that I got from Joe Levine over at Encounter Terrain. Twist the pipe cleaners together, form your trees, and then burn off the excess. And then some of that reindeer moss. This is a close-up of the shrine here. I made, so this is cool. We had Ashlyn on from Dollar Store DM yesterday on the stream, and she was like, you can make quick handles, clip some Q-tips and throw a little bit of hot glue on there and put it on a bead. And I was like, dope! So I wish they were hollow, and I could have had the little wick coming out with a toothpick.
You were still building yesterday?
I was.
Same.
I was definitely still building yesterday. You can see I kind of put like a little bit of indentation around here in this back, like this little glyph that's back here. I like the little vines unwrapping around. I thought that was kind of cool. And it's got like this little offering of like potions, a crystal ball. Again, something that's modular. I can use that for a bunch of different things, not just set for the woodland area, but I can move that around to the tabletop a bunch of different places.
So Mini Mason's loving the texture on the foam. That's tinfoil ball texture on that?
Yes, it's tinfoil ball, and then if you go back, it's also the individual stones. So the tinfoil ball and also pencil texture on the back slab here, and then the steps is just drawn in with pencil, and then just using the pencil to draw those squiggle lines a la Gerard Boom. One of my favorite ways to texture foam, whether it's styrodur or the pink XPS stuff. Yep.
Nicely done, dude.
I like this stuff too. It's a little bit more expensive, but this stuff you can get from Joann's. Eileen's tacky glue, Eileen's tacky spray adhesive. Throw that down on a little bit on your canopy cover, a little bit on the tree, and that adheres and sticks right to it. I love it. Super
and you know how I feel about the pipe cleaner trees. I love them. I think the texture you get from them is very unique and whimsical.
And I just spray painted them. Like I threw a little bit of gray on them and threw a little bit of like zenithal white on them, and I was like, these are done. And that's the trees I did. I made like a month ago. I had them done a month ago. They were made up in pretty much just a day. So it was fun.
Question from Maria Hacker. Hello, Maria. What are the candles made out of? I think you did mention it, but what are the candles again?
Maria, they're made out of Q-tips. So I just clipped and trimmed some Q-tips down to size, put a little bit of hot glue around them to mold. Like you could put more, and you could paint them up a little bit more too if you wanted to make them pop a little bit more with like some yellow or off-white. But then I glued those little Q-tips onto some bead caps and served as like a little tray for the candle to catch the candle wax. That's how I made them. And if you get hollow ones, you can put a toothpick up the middle, and you can have like the little wick sticking out, and you can paint a little wick and have a little flame going in your candles too. There's lots of videos out there on those, as I discovered after talking to Ashlyn yesterday, and when she shared that with me, I was like, oh my god, there's a ton of these videos out there about how to make your different candles. It's really cool.
Yep.
There is
Nice
a video
job,
for that,
Collin.
and if there's thanks guys. This is a fun one. I had a fun time building up, and I love me some woodland stuff.
Very cool.
David Darling, look at this. This is
I love an
amazing.
Audrey too.
Yeah, that is a
Feed
massive
me,
Audrey too.
feed me Seymour on the left.
Yeah, yeah.
Famous Seymour.
That is definitely an Audrey too. Oh, I love that, David. That's super cool.
That might be an Audrey 3. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be. Dude.
And the little
Yeah.
sign on there: "Do not feed the plant."
Yeah, yeah. What was it? Carl is saying tentacles. So is Lisa. Everyone's getting excited about tentacles in the stream.
So we
Really,
definitely
really
got some more plastic foliage going on here.
Yes, yes. The plastic foliage, and then I'm sure this looks like foam over here for the
I
ruins.
love the
That's
stone
so
walls.
nice. I do too.
The vines look great.
I think so too. I was gonna say I love those vines and the way they turned out. Again, they kind of took some modular approach. This tree over here looks like you can separate it from the rest of the piece. In fact, this whole thing looks like you can build it. These little stone dungeon tiles down here, right? Like you see how it's kind of separated here, guys? Like it
looks very modular. Yeah, like
you
the
can-
pieces could be separated.
Yeah, I love that. You could rearrange it
yeah.
and use it. It's not just a fixed thing for the tabletop. You can use it many different ways. That's
So,
I
I mean,
love
that's
the putrid
cool thing.
water.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder
Go
if
ahead,
that's
Michael.
like hot glue mixed with color or.
Could be epoxy resin too.
It looks like resin.
Yeah, I think it's resin. The temple itself looks like cast block, like the casting,
Hearst.
Hearst Arts.
Yep.
So yeah, they've got a lot of different they've got a lot of different things going on here. It looks like there's is the other tile no, maybe it's Hearst Arts, but they got different things combined together, which is great. That's how I do it. That's I don't just do one thing and then everything is the foam or everything is this or everything is that. I just combine everything, and don't
Right.
be afraid to do that.
You know what it also reminds me of? It looks like it could be one of those aquarium pieces
Oh.
that got retextured or something, or repainted.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if it isn't, good job. If it is, good job. Like
If
it's
you're in the
very
chat,
cool.
let us know
Yeah.
about the ruins there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was
Very
just
cool.
thinking that we've had like some pieces that are kind of more. This is a diorama, and some more like modular pieces that are really for playing D&D. And this is definitely looks like someone who plays D&D, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
shuffling-
yeah. Mm-hmm.
for shuffling.
I'm
Right.
just here
This
staring
is
at
a
it. I was like,
horde.
we have more photos.
Like,
It's a horde of a battle.
Yeah. You're in for the party's in for it on this one. That's for sure.
Again, another level 1 encounter here.
do not feed plant.
Dude, look at all these. I love all these minis. I love all these miniatures. And this murky pond. This murky pond is good.
Kind of looking a bit Treebeard.
Yeah, that one in the middle. Yep. I do like it.
It's not a GW Treebeard, but it is an Ent for sure.
Yep.
A couple of those big miniatures next to the Treebeard looking miniature are Skylander miniatures repainted.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's where those are so
Yeah.
cool. What a great way to repurpose those. And here's
Totally.
a shambling mound. This is a shambling mound right here too. Over on the right. I recognize that.
You knew your audience.
That's right. That's right.
So you got some official miniatures, some miniatures scavenged from other places, and even actually toys used. So pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
awesome.
Well done, David. Super cool build. Super cool build.
Cool.
Love it.
David Darling.
Oh, Dean paints things.
Here we go.
Dean got this in at the last minute.
Good job. Way to get it in at the buzzer, Dean. Look at this. This is pretty. That's
See,
nice.
this is what I like about small pieces. Is that you can achieve so much in just a little piece also. Like, it doesn't have to be a big piece. Very cool.
Exactly.
And that's great. You can throw that piece down. It just looks cool on the shelf. But also, like, for your tabletop gaming, like, you can move this piece around. It's not this ginormous piece that you've built for one encounter. This could be moved around. It could be moved. You could find it in the forest. You could find it in a courtyard, right, of a big town. This looks really good. I love the tree. I love that tree. I love the color on that tree. What's the tree, Dean?
We've actually got Dean in the chat, so let us know what the tree is, Dean.
And this is, I think, the first terrain I've seen Dean do. What I've seen so far is just mini painting. So this is cool.
I know that he does build terrain, but I think stuff has been in boxes, and he's getting it all out again and sort of getting back into that now, setting up, and he'll be doing some builds as well. So
yeah, I'm just saying this is the first that I've seen his terrain, so it's very cool. Nicely done.
Yep, this looks really good, dude. I really like this. I love the stonework that you've done on your little gargoyles and your mini. I like the mini. The mini that you selected too looks like it's made. It should be a stone statue. Does that make sense? Like, it looks like it belongs, or that was created to be painted up as stone. I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, statue pose. Yeah. Statue pose, but also just the texture and the way it's crafted. It looks like it was made from someone who's from stone.
It's segmented or crafted in places.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm going to have a little guess at something. So Dean is, I think primarily a mini painter. And I'm going to guess that basing that he's done, the 3-step basing, is cork pad. So let me know if I'm wrong on that one, Dean. But that would be my guess.
Oh yeah, that certainly could be cork. That is probably a really good guess.
And he said the tree is an armature with cushion stuffing and foam folk.
There's that stuffing again. That works really good for trees.
That looks good, actually. I'm going to have to look into that.
That's what I use.
Give that a try. Because I wonder as well, like, if you could develop that a bit further by, like, spraying some glue on, adding some more foam flocks and stuff. Get even more different colors and textures.
Yep.
Stick a few twigs in it.
When I do it, when I use it, I'll take my pillow fluff is actually brown, and these pillows that I got with my my couch, and so I don't even paint it. So I use that as a base, and I go with a dark color and build it up with lighter flocks.
Okay, so it's not cork board, it's foam board.
Yep.
I was wrong. Oh well.
So your trees look great, but your pillow is really sad, right?
Yes.
Sit on, it's like.
Exactly. Don't use the pillows. Decoration.
Zane, you have the worst pillows. They keep. Am I imagining? Or are they getting smaller every time I come over?
He just takes them from Frankie's pillow. That's all. So it's his pillows are fine, but poor Frankie has to suffer.
You don't watch this.
Well, this is awesome, Dean. I also like the mud and the soil effect that you created around the different, again, a different texture, different color than just the grass and the different moss and flocking around it. It's really cool, Dean. Like Zane said, a lot of detail in a very small piece that you achieved here. It's really, really cool, dude.
So spray varnish to attach the flock.
Spray varnish. Let's see. Oh, this is Derek Fry. Derek Fry has this
Another
again.
spooky one.
Yeah, another like I'd be like, I don't want to go touch that. No, thank you. Let's
See, this is one that I actually saw before. Like, I think I saw it posted in the Tabletop Crafters Guild or something, maybe,
This looks
or on
awesome.
Instagram.
Kind of reminds me of Blair Witch Project kind of territory,
Yep. I see.
or something from The Witcher.
Kong Island.
Yeah. Yep. I see a Citadel skull in here. I'm not sure. I don't think that top one is a Citadel skull. I'm wondering where Derek got that from. I don't think that's a Citadel skull up top.
There's another bird one on the side of it. That
Is there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a Citadel skull. Maybe it is a Citadel skull, the top one here. But I love. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be a Warhammer one too. That's like a sprue that just didn't get attached to it. But I really like the color of the stone here, and I like the composition of the flocking and the green in contrast with the dark stone. This whole thing reads like dark and ominous. Like I said, like approach with caution is what I get from it.
Yep.
Yeah, the evenness of the colors and everything really works for it.
Yeah.
Again, the smaller scale of it, you get a lot from even just the simplicity of it. So
100%. I was about to say something pretty similar. Just like it kind of
say it better, Michael.
No, it just shows you that you don't need to go like you could put this on the tabletop, like in the middle, like as a little piece of scatter terrain, and it instantly changes the vibe of the table, if you know what I mean. So,
yep.
Carl says he totally swiped that staff. I know you would. I know you would. Dean says staff in the stone. I ain't touching that thing. I'm gonna let the other party members touch it. I'm gonna be about
So yeah, there's gonna be the
60
party
feet
member
away
that wants
from
to go
that.
touch it, and the party member that's not getting anywhere near it.
That's just it. I know exactly who in my party is like, haha, I would go the frickin' wizard. Luke Richmond walks up and grabs that staff in our party.
that's what Walker just says. Cleric says stay back. Rogue says could be fun. Or did
Yeah, that's right.
I say nope.
Say negative. Negative.
I
Ghost
always
Rider.
pick the like I had one in was it Lost Mines of Fandelver, and we walked in and there was a statue with a sword. Pulled the sword out, and then the sword stuck in my hand. Well, actually, it was another player who was doing it. I don't know why I just told that in the first person. Hand is stuck in his sword, or the sword is stuck in his hand for like the rest of the game. It was like he spent like 3 sessions of the game trying to get the sword out of his hand.
Dude, I love it.
Gotta watch that super glue.
Gotta watch that super glue. So funny. Well done, Derek. This is a great
Nice
piece.
job.
Love this one.
Nicely done.
Here we go. This is Lisa.
Dungeon Mitrin. Lisa.
Yes.
We have Lisa in the chat, so Lisa, make sure to talk to us about your build, please.
Yeah, if you want to.
Or call in.
I think she was saying about how do I call in. Hopefully was able to figure out
Okay.
Zoom. Let me see if I can.
Do you want to send a link to me on Facebook, Colin, and I'll copy it and paste it in?
Yes. Let me try that.
Cool. That'd be great. Let's get a call in. And then I'd say,
This
I
might be
mean-
the last one for Scotty.
yeah, I was about to say, like Scotty, if you need to dip out for work, you just do what you got to do.
Yeah, you dip when you got to dip.
Let us know.
We can do this one, and then I'll bow out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, link coming for Lisa here.
No dip, baby, dip.
It's giving, those trees in India that are invasive to the the ancient structures. They're like taking over the structures.
Yeah.
That's what the vibe is giving me here with
Yeah,
this
very
tree.
reminiscent of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really,
Okay.
really like this piece. This is really cool.
So just remember, Lisa, to not have your camera on. And then, yeah, call in and join us. But yeah, this looks awesome. I love the way, like, rather than like having trees, separate trees around the shrine, like the shrine is in the tree.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Incorporating it in here is beautiful. Mark Carper, I'm assuming that will be Lisa. We'll see. Boom.
And you can send that care of DM Scotty.
Yeah.
Mark Carper.
Yeah, I admitted. We'll see.
Is this Lisa? I don't think it is.
We'll find
Unless
out.
Lisa changed her name.
It could be someone else's account that she's on.
Yeah,
Sure.
like, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's another one there.
The little glowing gem in the center is really cool too.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like all the vines wrapping out underneath of it and around
yeah,
it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Super
believe she was
cool.
working on it when I was doing my resin pour for my water wheel video, and she was
Oh, nice.
trying to get advice on which method to use for the marble. I believe that's what she something like that. But it turned out great, Lisa.
Sure did. Sure did.
Okay, so that didn't connect for some reason. Do try again if you want to. We got or just talk to us in the chat. We got some more of that plastic tree stuff happening up around the top
Yep.
as well. Although
Yep.
I'm not sure if you're on that screen on YouTube at the minute.
There we go. I'll zoom back out.
Yeah,
it's
the aquarium plants.
such a great crafting tool. Oh, here we
So
go.
the tree, I'm guessing the tree is glue and tissue paper
There
to
she
get the
is.
texture, possibly.
Yep, that would be my guess. That'd be a good guess. Then just shaped it with tinfoil? Is it just wrapped around the tinfoil, I wonder?
Aha. We've got Lisa coming in. Are you there, Lisa?
Hello, Dungeon Matron. Are you there?
I want to make a guess. I think that the material is that condensed cardboard packing that you get your like drinks and stuff in when you go to the drive-thru. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
can
hear
hear you, Lisa.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey.
So tell us a little bit about your build. It looks amazing.
Oh, she's listening to the stream. She's lagging it. She's listening to it.
She's in two time loops.
Yeah, if you can hear me, if you can
Turn
hear,
off the radio.
Yeah, turn down the stream, Lisa, and then talk to us.
Turn down what? Oh, turn down the stream?
Yeah.
If you mute the stream and just use the Zoom audio for the chat.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Okay, hang on.
It'll make you crazy.
Hang on.
like me.
Inception.
Oh, no. What is it?
You're in Inception.
I'm working. I'm
Crapception.
Ah,
There you go. You got
There
it.
we go.
yeah, sorry about that. Didn't you like listening to yourselves talk?
Yeah, it's
Wonderful.
weird.
That is
Welcome to the stream.
actually the packing material for a printer cartridge in the bottom of that. I can hold tree.
So was that condensed cardboard, right? Or that cardboard that's mushed
Yes.
up and then formed? Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yes.
Got it.
Do I get extra XP now, Scotty, for that?
Yep.
And I'm right in thinking that you play a game with DM Scotty. Is that correct?
Yeah, a couple.
Awesome.
Nice.
She does. Yeah, she's been actually testing my new RPG. So
Ooh.
yeah, that I'm working on. So, yeah.
So now's the time to tell us how good it is.
Oh, it's fantastic. Tell them.
It is very nice. It is a great system. Simple and really, really awesome for role playing. There's not a lot of rules to keep track of, but it's fast moving. We love it. Me and I both play in it. It's great.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, a couple of questions about the build. One that I saw in the chat was, what's the background? Because you've got the build there, and then there's a really nice background. It looks like it goes out into the forest.
Yep.
I set this up in front of. I basically hooked my laptop up to my big screen TV and just got a big picture of a forest and set this up. You can see the bee behind. You can see the bee where it was sitting on top of a bunch of games.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it right there. Yeah. Yep. Right here.
I set this up in front of my TV to take the picture of the forest behind it.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's great. That's a clever idea to do.
Yeah, it is. That is perfect. Yeah, Lisa.
I am most proud of the vine.
Of the what? Of the vines?
Vines.
Yeah, the vines. The vines. We were talking about that earlier too. We were digging the vines.
What are the vines?
That's made from nautical rope, and I used Zane's awesome idea of taking spackle and mixing it with water and soaking the nautical rope, and then just unwinding it little bits, and then just putting it in there.
Turned out great.
Awesome. Yeah.
And the little,
I love it.
The little glowing ember in the like the little fire. What it's like an LED. What's around the LED?
Those are glass that's been paint. I bought them on sale at Michael's. They're little glass pieces that were painted silver, and that the light, it's over an LED, a color changing LED. Every time I took a picture, it was on the red color. It was funny, but it changes color.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's what you were testing that during my resin port, right? On Discord.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Nice.
It's kind of cool.
Carl
Turned out great.
Carl's saying you're one smart crafter. It's true. This is a really cool build.
Well, thank you, Carl.
Love this one.
I kind of love the way with this one as well. Like if you're playing D&D, like this, you could be camping out in that as well. Like you can use it as a refuge. There's like so much that you could do, as well as it being like a little as the shrine. But
yeah, the crystal thing on top comes out. You can put anything over that LED that you want.
Ooh,
very cool.
Oh, even better.
Roll for initiative, Michael.
Even better.
Yeah, right. That's no joke.
Do you want to sleep there? Sure.
Yeah,
we
go
should
for
have
it.
some dice in hand.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a really cool piece, Lisa. Again, I like the shape that you created with the tree. Just again, a unique, nothing wrong with the trees that we've seen beforehand. And again, this is the trees that I created today too. But I just like the different shape and variation of the trunk. What was the name of the tree? They almost remind me of like mangrove a little bit, like a mangrove tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a really a beefy mangrove tree.
Banyan trees.
The banyan trees. There you go. Yep.
And the shape seems so unusual that it feels like it was manipulated by a plant shaper or a druid.
Yeah. It is actually, you're right, Scotty. This is modeled after the Nepalese shrines where they they plant a tree on top of a stone shrine, and then the tree grows around it.
I kind of got influenced by Nepalese shrines for my build as well. Similar idea. I love those shrines in Nepal and Indonesia as well, with all of the roots growing down around. It just looks absolutely incredible.
Well done. Well done,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Super cool. You rock for thanks for participating and sharing the work, but also it's great to hear your voice, and thank you for calling in on the stream. Super rad.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh yeah.
Glad to.
Anytime.
Bye guys.
Anytime.
Later,
We will
Scotty.
chat with you.
Bye, Lisa.
We will chat with you soon.
See you
Bye,
soon.
Lisa.
Thank you for calling in.
Yay. if you guys want to call in, all you have to do is again let us know. We can post that link up there in the chat, just like Lisa did. This is also a good time. Like I forgot to remind y'all. In addition to muting your video, make sure you mute the stream too. That would also be useful information for everyone. My bad.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna have to bow out. Unfortunately, I got my day job to go to. So or night job. So you guys take care and have fun. And thanks for having me on, guys. And great stuff.
Thank you
keep
so much,
crafting,
Scotty.
everybody. Go forth and
One
craft.
thing
as I
very
say.
quickly before you go, Scotty, very quickly, is just to let everyone know that next guild build, Scotty will be hosting the guild
That's
build.
right.
Oh yes.
Nice.
So and I think over today we're going to chat about the theme for that, and then over the next couple of days there'll be information about that in the Tabletop Crafters Guild. So,
Right. So be looking out for it, everybody.
That's right.
All right. Take care.
Thank you,
All right,
Scotty.
y'all. Laters.
Bye bye.
Sweet. Well, that's a prime time. Slavko, if you're out there, go ahead and join on up, y'all. Join up, buddy, and we'll get you in here, and you'll take us the rest of the way home.
Yep. We'll carry on, and Slavko will admit him as soon as he arrives.
Yep. Keep your eyes peeled for that.
We're admitting Slavko to the craziness.
I
That
mean,
is the stream.
it was his choice.
This next one is Joel Carbone coming up.
Yeah, the altar of Arn.
This is a really cool altar. I mean, this is big,
Yeah.
so I wonder if this is
Oh wow, I haven't seen this.
Yeah,
being
this
built
is.
over a period of time, and then
He was asking. He was like, "Is there a size limit on this entry?" And we were like, "Nope." And now it was just like, "Oh my gosh, look at this thing! It's pretty epic.
Wow.
Pretty epic indeed." There he is. There comes the Slavko.
I also love when people take pictures out in nature and use that as the background.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, this is.
Well, hey there,
definitely
buddy.
A really good piece. Oh, hello.
hello, welcome to the stream, man.
Hello, monsieur. Let us. Oh, there he is.
Okay, so just for anyone watching who doesn't know, this is Slavko, aka the Mini Mason. He's got a YouTube channel, the Mini Mason. Only got a small number of videos up there, but they are seriously well worth watching. Honestly, it's like this guy takes his time, but he makes it worth it. So
slacker. What a slacker.
Yeah, I'm a sporadic person. I'm not a slacker.
I'm kidding.
also check out that sweet wall that he's got behind him.
Dude, what is that wall made out of, Slavko?
Guess. You only can
XPS
guess
foam.
once. Yeah. Sure.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
There's another part of the wall on this side, but I'm not done yet, so I'm not showing it.
Well, that wall looks super cool, Slavko.
Thanks.
I love that wall. It's good to see your face, and it's awesome to have you join us and hang out and help us check out all these awesome woodland shrines, brother. So
It's good to be here. It's all awesome to see all of you guys too.
Have you been enjoying the stream so far? Because you've been in the chat.
Yeah. Everyone's really talented. That last shrine from Dungeon Matron is just really amazing, and everyone else too. Yeah.
sweet.
Awesome. So let's jump into carrying on with the review. We've got Joe Carbone with a huge build.
Look at this. This thing is massive. I like these massive boards and these builds like this. It's the thing where you like walk in and the table is just like consumed by, it's like a world, right? The whole world is like there. Like there's no space for your dice tray on this table right now, but that's okay.
I love the construction of the actual like shrine bit.
I do too.
The shrine, the trees, the cliff.
So these trees, like that's why I noticed whenever this build was posted in, is these trees are like quite different to like the realistic looking kind of trees. It's kind of a stylized kind of thing with the layered circles on top of each other. I think it looks really, really cool. I think that's
It's giving me Alien Planet vibes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. I like all the roots hanging off of the bottom of the cliff under the shrine too. That's super cool. The Altar of Arn. Is that
If anyone's
from...
familiar with the show Raised by Wolves, that's the vibe it's giving me.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Is that good, Zane?
It's a great show.
I'll have to check that out.
It's not altogether unreminiscent of the protruding Minas Tirith kind of pointed.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, that came to mind, but also what came to mind is the rock in Lion King.
Yeah, okay, that's where I thought you were going with it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, the Lion
Yes.
King.
We
I'd
have a
rock.
Lion King.
But I mean, in game, I'm
sacrifice.
imagining that's like almost like a sacrificial place where you go up there and like everyone's around and basically
Yep.
they throw someone off.
They
the-
300 kick him off the.
This is Arn. Oh, this is super cool.
There's a big pit hole in the middle of it, so
Yep.
or there's two holes.
I love again, if you're not sure about the scope and size of this thing, like I like these shots in the third collage here. You get to see
Do you know what?
just how massive this is.
If you give me a second, I know that Joe posted in the Tabletop Crafters Guild and he wrote a little bit about it because I'm not sure if he's in the chat. So
let's find it.
Carry on, and I'll try and find him.
Let's see. Was it foam? Is he used foam for the excuse me, for the shrine? Is that what it is? I think all of this is foam, right?
There we go, Joe Carbone.
It looks like there's spackle used for the or plaster or
so-
something for the rock.
I'll just read the blurb that he wrote in Tabletop Crafters Guild. So
Okay.
it's Final Forest of Arn, Woodland Shrine, entry for the January Guild build. My party is an adventure in the Arn Forest and eastern region of the Sword Coast. There they are destined to solve the mystery of the forest's curse as she throws everything that she has for them, from power-hungry necromancer cults, myconid troops, and fungal infections, transforming the village into drooling fungal zombie hordes, and 3 altars in the remote forest whereby the heroes must cleanse her of her delusion. That's pretty cool. The battle board is 24 inches by 60 inches with tree cover of 20 inches, vertical play area that works out at 140 times 300 with 110 of tree movement capabilities. That's pretty sweet.
It looks amazing.
28 millimeter scale minis. Great job.
Yeah.
There are actually on the Tabletop Crafters Guild, there are actually more photographs because if anyone's interested in seeing that, you can find that.
Joel's here. Joel's here.
Oh, he's here. Oh, great.
Joel's
awesome.
there.
I'm just going to
XPS.
post the link there quickly. I mean, we probably have another. There's a link there if you want to have a quick chat about it, Joel. But it's an awesome looking build, mate. If you want to see more photographs of this build, there are like 14 photographs in the Tabletop Crafters Guild.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
The shot that's on the screen right now where the cliff is overlooking and the sunlight's peeking out underneath, I love that shot. That's
Yeah,
cool
it's a
shot.
really good shot. Yeah,
It's aqua filled texture.
My question for you, Joel, is where do you store this now? Is this the plot of land where you shot it that you now own that you have to store this on? Because
I now live in my terrain.
I mean,
This is
Slavko does.
amazing.
He's got a
That's
foam
true.
wall behind him.
Yeah,
Wall is
kinda do.
sick. I live in my terrain.
That's a great job. So, I mean, is this your first board, or have you got like loads of these like stacked around your house? Joel? Because at the minute I have like 3 boards that I've built for the channel, and they're like stacked on like. My wife's getting really frustrated by it. Hello,
Russian bot. You got that, Michael?
Yeah.
All right. Bye. До свидания.
Okay, so I don't
believe
know.
me.
Like Joel's definitely in the chat, but I don't know if he tried the Zoom link. Okay, so I think we'll move on to the next
Move
build
on.
then.
Yeah, that's well done, Joel. I'm so glad you built and shared that amazing piece with everyone for the January Guild build.
There's,
Well
like,
done, dude.
We could spend a lot of time on that build. There's so much to look at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Here's another one that's got crazy and like the size and scope of everything. Our good buddy John Hosenfeld.
Yep.
With his Woodland Shrines, not just shrine, but shrines. Michael,
The
tell us a little bit about this.
sculptures.
So John Hosenfeld, for those of you that don't know, has been a guest on the Crazy Crafter live stream several times. John's someone we connected with a little over a year ago, and we love connecting with all these members within the community. And John has been sharing stuff, like we'll always just share stuff like either on the Discord or in a little message to each other. And John's been working on these shrines for a while. Michael, tell us a little bit about how John has made these.
So Maria's saying, whoa, another huge terrain build.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That first photograph looks a little bit deceptive. So that's a terrain mat, obviously, with three separate kind of like scatter shrines.
Right.
The stonework is foam that I think he textures his foam with a hot knife.
Yep.
Actually, he may also use acetone. He likes to use acetone.
He uses mineral spirits for it.
But the actual shrine parts on the top, those are wood, and they're hand carved wood. Those are carved from blocks of wood. So like John has worked sculpting in theme parks and all sorts of different things. Like, so he's got all of these, a really cool set of skills to bring to crafting. He's a great guy, and he keeps bringing a lot of great ideas to the crafting community. So
yeah, he does. I still want to see him do something. We got to get him on. He has those stackable houses. I don't know if you remember that, but like he made some stackable houses a while back, and I was like, what? Like, they're variation in size, and you can like store your houses in your houses as you're putting stuff away. I was like, that's pretty cool. But I think, does he use a Dremel tool, Michael, to achieve some of these sculpts with the wood? Yeah,
he does. Like, so if you can see the very top part of that, that's he'll be using a Dremel kind of dabbing technique to get those like little sort of pock marks in the wood.
Yep.
I mean, I would have that on my mantle or something as just an art piece. So I think that's cool.
So the one on the right looks quite precarious. I'm curious. I wonder if that might be a little brittle. I'm not sure, or is he?
It's magic.
I might have to actually ask him. Has he strengthened that bit that sticks out with something like that?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that now. How the heck does that happen?
Rules apply.
Oh, that's freaking nuts! I didn't even see that, Michael.
Yep.
Holy snaps!
There might be a toothpick inside or something.
Yeah, I was just saying, like maybe he even used some sort of like metal reinforcement too, because it's a block of wood, like up there on the end. That is awesome.
It's got to be light though, because you would think it would tip.
I think it's pine that he's using, so it will be pretty light, yeah.
Or is it balsa?
Okay. I mean,
Also, I was just thinking, like, I mean, you could, I don't know if those holes in the top of the shrine, you could like add fire, like little LED,
like beacons.
Yeah.
like, turn them into beacons.
I mean, it's wood. It'll burn. You just light it on fire. It'll burn on the tail. It's like one-time use, but that's all right. You just gotta keep, fire safety. It's okay.
Or do you know what you probably could do, although it wouldn't be massively safe or advised, is put a little bit of methylated spirits, just drip a little bit of methylated spirits and light it on fire. I would do that.
We do not any way, condone, shape, or form the lighting of terrain on fire for your tabletop.
I don't know why I said that.
Crafting experience.
Retracting my statement now.
Michael just, is it dangerous? Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's light it on fire.
Smoking
Slavko's
resin?
getting it set up right now. Slavko's getting the mineral spirits out right now. It's happening. We'll test it over
Afterwards, I'm gonna smoke some resin.
there. No one will ever.
It's an
let you
electric
forget.
terrain with a Tesla coil on it.
This.
So, I mean, John is like prolific crafter. He's like got builds coming out. He basically supplies his local gaming store with all of his crafts. He builds for the love of it, and then whenever he's got no space, he just passes them on to the gaming store, which is great.
You know what I really like too? I really like his battle mat that he has, like his little mat that he has laid out. I gotta get something like that for my tabletop. I really like.
I love battle mats.
I like that. Yeah, that is. It's a really cool piece. This is well done, John. I am again blown away as always by the amazing texture and the carved shrines are chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah, it is really, really cool, and the color of the rock is amazing too.
Yeah, I like the color too, Slavko. I like, again, just not that traditional gray, right? Gray and highlighted white. I like that kind of almost deserty or like that sandstone look. Super dope. And again, playable. Like all the different steps you can come up. You see all the different minis stacked around in the different locations. So very playable. Very friendly for the tabletop.
Nicely done.
Well done, dude.
I like that little dance, Michael.
Terrible, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I need to sit differently for streams in the future because like my head is just like.
I highly recommend something for your tushy.
Michael, let's just sit like this, boobs up, back straight.
Boobs up.
Thanks.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
This next one, this is a great build. Carl from Carl Makes Stuff.
Right, let's post the link. Carl should probably just jump in.
I mean, you should just jump in and talk to us about it, Carl. There's no herringbone on it, so I'll allow you to jump in and say hi.
No, but there is an LED, isn't there?
There is. It's so cool.
Yeah. Which I had been requesting from Carl for a year
forever.
now. So
nice.
Thank you, Carl.
There it is.
So I mean, we hang out with Carl in a group on Facebook. So we do know a little bit about this build, and he's also been posting on where his different social medias and YouTube and stuff about it.
Mm-hmm.
The LED is drilled up through the bottom of the stone, and I think that the trees are hot glue trees. Carl is in the chat, but are you going to jump in, Carl? Come on, don't leave us hanging, man.
You said, Carl, come
lit?
talk.
Maria, it is lit.
It is lit. It's so lit.
In both senses.
Yeah. That rock looks dope as you know what, says Sonder. Yeah, it does. Oh, there he is. He's coming.
Yay!
Here he comes. The man, the myth, the legend.
Carl, can you hear us?
There.
Hey, can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, there's that awesome voice. Carl, we should just let Carl take over the stream. I just want to hear Carl.
Okay,
Carl can voice over everything from his video. Yeah, it's true. How are you, buddy?
Not too bad.
Good.
Just enjoying the stream, having a beer.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell us about your build, dude.
Okay, so I used an LED just to make Zane happy because he has been asking for over a year now.
Thank you. I'm thrilled.
But mostly I just use this build to experiment with stuff, like for example the trees. That's toilet paper soaked in PVA glue and wrapped around wireframe.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. I liked how the texture turned out from that because that's literally just squish the paper on and you end up with that texture. So that worked great. Not so happy with the foliage. I used some torn up sponge with flock over it, and it just wouldn't hold. So what you're seeing here is basically what was left after the rest fell off.
What were you trying to glue it on with?
Hmm?
What were you trying
Just
to glue it on with?
I soaked it with PVA glue.
So,
Like literally soaked it. Yeah.
like, because I have done a few trees with sponge like that, the way I used to do it, and I used hot glue to do that, and that works quite well. And you can actually build up the layers. But you
Yeah,
just,
I think hot glue would make it a lot stronger.
yeah.
Mm.
But it looks awesome,
I mean,
dude.
I like the flock on it, Carl. Like I thought it looks really good. Like, what is it specifically about the flock that you didn't like?
No, the flock is fine. It's just the foliage didn't hang on to the leaves. So what you're seeing is just a fraction of what was there.
I see. I got you.
If you see there's kind of a brighter green stuff, which is the sponge. There should have been a whole lot more of that.
Okay.
And yeah, the LED, it looked fine when I originally built it, but once it had paint on it and everything, the lighting didn't really show through as much. So that's something I need to work on in the future. I might make another build with LEDs. Might.
Yeah.
You know, with Terraintronics, the way he has a little board that you can increase or decrease the light. I wonder if you could increase the amount of output that the LED, or would it just overload the bulb?
Probably can get a stronger LED or something like that. Plus, there are a few things with those boards which you can do, which I would like to experiment with. So I will probably be getting in touch with David eventually.
Yep.
Unstoppable.
Well, that'll be that'll be a good one for next week. I'm excited to learn more about it too, because I know Terraintronics will be a guest for the next couple weeks on the Crazy Crafter live stream.
Nice.
Where we get to kind of dive a little bit deeper into incorporating more electronics into the builds, and I don't know, it's great. I haven't done it yet either. I haven't, with the exception of like a dollar store tea light that I turn on that's covered in hot glue, and I don't think Zane counts that. So I got to step up my game now too, Carl. You're gonna serve as a inspiration jumping board for me too. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll try not to set fire to anything important.
No promises.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll just hop off now and let you guys work.
Thank you, Carl.
All right, brother.
Awesome talking to you
Thanks
guys.
for
See you, buddy.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Later.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, this is neat. You know what? Kim G, like
Did
always.
the last one as well?
Yeah, like did the last one as well and did really good stuff, but always like posts like these little notes on them, which is really cool for us to read. I really love that. Yeah. I don't know if you guys, it's covered up. You can't see all of it over here, y'all, but I can read it, and we can read it as we go through. So, Kim G says, the party finally discovers the hidden Woodland Shrine that has been attacked with a magical storm and flood. One member gets the group across the turbulent water. A second overcomes the angry Shrine Guardian. That's great. Like, what a cool story. Like, this is super cool. And look at it. Again,
the water.
The water is awesome. We have this awesome backdrop that was featured in the last build too of the board over here.
Screen.
DM screen, yeah.
The DM screen. It's super dope. Oh, this is cool. Let's go check out the next one. Is there any other? I wonder if there's more description. Yep.
There is secret in here. Yeah.
There is. Yep. They travel up a stairway hewn inside the ancient tree. The stairs stop halfway up. A third PC senses the senses the exit and summons dry moss and vines from the stairs to the top. The last party member revitalizes the sputtering sacred flame. That's super cool. I love the story that Kim's coming up with here. These are great. Walking us through it. What's the last one here?
Oh, that's cool. The top of the tree.
Yeah, that hidden that hidden flame to revitalize and, you know, relight it and rekindle it. So cool. Kim, I love.
So there's like 3 layers of the tree.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's really
There's like
nice.
the
Playable
base if you
interior.
go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go back.
Then
you
inside
have-
the tree, and then you pop the top off. That's amazing.
That's
It
so
kind of looks like
cool.
a hot chocolate tub or something.
Yep.
Half a Pringles tub
Yep.
that she used for the tree.
Dude, if that's a
base.
Pringles tub, that's some. I want those Pringles. Those
You
Pringles are
have some
monster
big
size.
Pringles.
Yeah. I want big Pringles.
Those UK Pringles are giant.
Crisps. UK crisps. Crisps.
They're designed
sorry.
for people with larger mouths.
Oh, this is cool. What a great build, Kim. Love the story that associated along with it too. And you know, again, terrain that tells a story, right? That you put it down on the table and you're like, oh, that looks great. And then as you play along, you discover more elements and components of it.
Kim is in the chat. Cue the DM.
It is
Pringles
a
can.
Pringles can.
Told
Wow.
ya. Yeah.
Whoa.
Who's laughing now? Who's laughing
Me.
now?
Yes, those are still big Pringles.
Yeah, those are big Pringles. I want those Pringles. Jeez.
So we've got
Kim.
cue the DM. So I might just quickly go and get a link then, because I know Cue the DM has a YouTube channel. So
That's right.
And I think there might be a video for this. So give me a second, guys, and we will try and get that sorted out for you. You guys carry on while I sort this out.
Carry on my way. You're gonna get demonetized.
Yep.
Where what kind of flocking do you use for your foliage there, Q? Like for the tree canopy, like was it something you made yourself, or what do you use to create that foliage? It looks really good.
I'm trying to look at it. It looks like it's different material. Like some of the close-ups look like it's plastic, and then others.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the, I think the tree, the leaves and stuff, I think are again using the fish tank foliage or that kind of.
Oh wow.
But flocked maybe on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plastic plants cut up. Wow.
Huh.
That's really cool. I like those plastic plants. Q the DM. There's a link there in the chat, y'all. Go check out the video and show Q some love. Subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more awesome builds. Super cool, Q. Thank you for sharing, and thanks for building.
Thanks for another cool build.
Yeah, and another great story to go along with it.
Just another little thing on that build before we go is I noticed the roots. I think that the roots might be rolled up card or paper.
Oh. Those turned out really well too.
Another material used in there, which is great.
Nice.
Awesome.
Little Gwen's build. Oh wow, I haven't seen this one because this one was uploaded during the stream. Look at this.
And I like this one because I was having a look at this a little earlier whenever it got uploaded. This one's kind of a little bit futuristic with the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It looks like,
it looks like a speaker.
I was gonna say, wasn't it a found piece?
Like a camera or something?
I believe he had posted it on the Crazy Crafter Discord, his progress photos when he was building it. And it's cool seeing it here.
That ground cover is dope.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is like cherry blossom. This is like looks like cherry blossom stuff.
Yeah. Early spring trees.
Yeah.
And Lou is relatively new to terrain building also, I believe.
Yep. Just
It's
in the
looking
last
great.
couple months, Lou, it's looking really, really good. I agree with Slavko. The ground cover you've got here is fantastic. Did you guys read about there was a shrine in Utah that kept like appearing in random places?
Yeah.
In Utah, but like people are like, how is it getting here? And like there's some artist is like installing this art shrine, but it reminds me of this. It reminds me of this.
COVID test.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, so sci-fi cyberpunk cherry tree garden using COVID test.
Oh yeah, that is a COVID tester. Yeah, look at that.
I quite
That's
like
a
that.
really good. I do too.
That's funny.
Great. One more thing for me to save.
So also there, I think that's the good old pipe cleaner trees again. But like the cherry blossom, what's the cherry blossom? Because that's the first time we've got a tree that's not just green.
Yeah, I really like that cherry blossom effect.
Like snowflock or something.
Yeah, Lou, did you make this clock? Did you buy it? What is it? Lisa said pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Terrain you can pee on.
Oh man. It's slowly degrading as the time moves on. We're inching closer. We're inching closer to that. It's really not meant for children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is.
Pregnancy tests are clean.
We have a 9 o'clock watershed here in the UK. After 9, it's all swearing and adult humor.
Perfect.
Before 9, or at least we did. I don't think that stands so much anymore. But I can remember when I was a kid, there was a 9 o'clock watershed. TV was clean until 9 o'clock. So the blossom is colored foam flock. I got from a company. But I noticed Green Stuff World have just launched some as well.
Nice.
It looks great.
It looks good. Well done, Lil Gwyn. Keep building. And now, again, more inspiration. Like, way to repurpose something that you'd have just normally thrown in the trash, and now you turned into an interesting piece for the tabletop. I love that. It is very sci-fi.
It's very zeitgeist, is what it is.
Yeah, it's so cool.
You know.
Let's see. Okay.
People are having fun with my pee comment. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what else? What else do you think would happen? And of course, they're gonna go to town with it. They're relieving themselves in the chat. Yeah. The next one. Well done, Lil Gwyn. That's an awesome build. And I love that the way you colored that foam flock for the cherry blossom effect. It looks really good.
I love that he used the COVID test.
Yep. This one is from Louisville Tabletop Terrain. Look at this. This looks great.
We got some monoliths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monolith.
I think that they've got an Instagram. I'm just going to try and find that.
Yep.
Yeah, at Louisville Tabletop Terrain.
There we go. Oh, no.
Oh, there's lots of little details hidden here. So we got some lichen growing up the trees. We got the skull hanging from the trees. Skulls in the monolith.
Is that a wire tree too?
Yeah, it's a good question.
The base of it? Yeah.
The first picture shows it.
Those branches are amazing. They're like everywhere, and I love it.
Yeah.
Looks like they did a wire armature and then put like a paper mache or plaster over it.
Yeah.
Yep. I like the work in progress shots here too.
Oh, good. He's in the chat, or they're in the chat.
Had fun with this one. Yeah, Lou. It looks great. It looks great. I'm now dubbing Louisville Tabletop Terrain LVTT. LVTT. It looks good.
It's a very cool piece. Again, with these smaller pieces, you get so much in a small square footage. I love it. Wired and
plastered. Chinks 1 through 10. You owe me a Coke.
You want it diet, regular, caffeine free? What do you want?
I want it with
0?
Jack Daniels.
Oh.
So the actual standing stones, I'm guessing those are XPS foam.
Yeah.
Also, LVTT, yeah, because we haven't got a name to go by.
Yeah, it's the blue foam.
And the tree itself, is that real wood or no?
No, it's plaster and wire.
Wire. Yeah.
Cool.
Louisville LVTT saying new to all this. How new? This is great. If you're new to this, look out, everyone.
It's interesting. There's like another person who's done the skull inset into the into the stonework.
It's just great. Like it reads Freaky Shrine. It works so good. Those Citadel skulls, I have to argue, are probably one of like the best like accessory things you can have on the side of your like. I imagine quite a few of those folks out there in the community have those at the standby. I've used them a lot.
It's expensive, but it pays for itself.
It sure does. You can use them for. I still have the one box I bought 2 years ago, and I'm still using it.
Me too.
Everything from my little like ghost sculpt that I did last year with Martin on the stream to populating the little piles of skulls in the dungeon box Michael sent me. Like to like basing your minis with it, right? Like this is shiznit. I like it. Learning every day. Yep, learning. Wow, new. They are so detailed and tiny.
You did a great job.
Yep.
Keep up the good work.
Oh my goodness.
This is another one that gives off those Witcher vibes, or what's the one? Blair Witch Project. I don't know why, for some reason, like this one reminds me of that kind of thing. So
skulls and things hanging from trees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spooky campaign.
It's a mood.
Well done, LVTT. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness.
When is the next challenge?
Every month.
Are so fun. So it's
every month.
Roughly every month. So just chatting to Scotty like yesterday, he was saying he might need a little longer. So this next month's challenge might run a month and a half. They might have a bit longer for the build. So it might be 6 weeks instead of 4 weeks. So that'll give opportunity for more people to get involved. And it will also give people to do more on a build as well. So less pressure to get it done in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be like, because the whole thing is not a competition anymore, and it's just like the community getting together to craft, it's less pressure to, get a build in every month. And so it's going to be flexible. But yeah, so this next one is a bit longer.
Check the Tabletop Crafters group on Facebook. All the information will be pinned to the top of the page. So
that's right.
Tina is in the house. That is
hey,
awesome.
Tina.
Yay, Tina. Welcome.
We missed you. Hope you're well.
We missed you.
This next photo is from Mark Carper. That's I believe they had tried to come in a chat earlier.
Yes.
Oh,
so
Mark, if you're still here, join. We're about to have this thing crashed. Not crashed, but like someone's about to crash this stream on my end, and I'm going to mute myself when it does because this garage door is going to open, and he wants to come. It is a Ben.
He's Ben in the wild.
He's coming. But yeah, Mark, if you're out there, come back. Oh.
Okay, so this is Mark Carper. I'm guessing we're going with XPS foam. I'm wondering if the water in this one though is hot glue. I don't know.
It does have that milkiness to it, yeah. It's very cool. I don't know if it was intentional with the flock falling into the water, but it gives it a cool effect.
Yep, yeah, I like that as well.
Add some realism to it, actually.
Floating on the top.
Mm-hmm. I love the color with
There he
the
is.
flowers.
Here comes Mark.
Hey.
Cool.
Ooh, that's mine.
What? Are you seeing yours up there? Yeah, Ben is seeing his. We already saw yours, dude. Everyone was saying how much they liked it.
How much?
A lot. Everyone liked it a lot. They really liked all your minis and the bushes that you put on there.
Ask to unmute. Are you there, Mark?
He's in mute.
There we go.
I'm here.
Hey, Mark.
Welcome.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey,
How
Mark.
are you?
Can you say welcome, Mark?
Welcome.
So we're just taking a look at your build here, Mark. Tell us a little bit about it, what you used, and also what's the inspiration for the build as well.
The inspiration was my original plan fell apart last minute, so I threw some scraps together and made this. It's XPS foam on a big pile of sculptor mold, and the idea I was trying to go for was, since it was be a woodland shrine, was to be a monolith that kind of reminiscent of a tree. Ended up being a little bit more phallic looking than I had anticipated.
You're on the right stream.
And
I love all the flowers and the foliage and the flocking that you put around it to really all that color makes the whole piece pop. That looks really good.
For sure.
Yeah, totally. All the different colors just make everything like come together and pop. And I love how it's inset into the build, not just standing on top of it.
So, Mark, with the water, is that hot glue for the water, or is that resin?
It's Woodland Scenics, but
Okay.
but because I was rushed, it hadn't totally firmed up, so I capped it with UV resin, just to solidify it and seal in the various floating bits of flock.
It looks really cool.
Super cool.
They look good.
Yeah,
So
that
was
turned
intentional then.
that turned out well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I found with nature stuff like this, as long as you don't get too precious with what you're making, the mistakes end up sort of adding to it. Just
Yeah,
sort of makes the glorious chaos of nature.
And I was going to say, you had mentioned it didn't go how you wanted it to go. So what was the original idea for it?
My original plan was a collection of roots that were uplifting out of the ground and lifting flagstones up, which would act as a stairs leading up to a monolith. But it kind of worked out, but became too busy, and it's something I'm probably going to return to in the future, just for my own edification.
Yeah, I think you should. But I mean, this turned out awesome as it is also. So
Yeah, it did.
So, how long have you been crafting, Mark?
Oh, for years. I make stuff for my home game, so it's just sort of I started in grad school as a stress relief it's basically D&D is something that I hang on to my craft making. So one feeds the other.
Yep.
Know all about that.
Awesome. Super
Awesome
rad.
work, man.
Super
And
rad.
I love this little wizard at the front that you've painted up. Is that a halfling kind of wizard, or is it just the angle? He looks like quite a short one.
Just an angle. I think it's an old school style wizard. I just threw him in here for scale, and I like the style of him, so I throw him in for photos. He's my train scale.
He's your model.
Yeah.
I also I like the idea, or the fact that you've got this for the photograph placed in around some bits of scattered terrain in the back. Are they all little bits that you've made as well? I can see like the big tree trunk in the background, just about like kind of blurred out. But is this all stuff that you've made scattered around as well?
Yeah, it's all. I pretty much make exclusively scattered terrain just so I can reuse it, and so I grabbed all the forestry looking things that I could do it on the back.
That's awesome.
Nicely done, Mark. Really, really good.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And thanks for tuning in, and thanks for calling in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Telling us a little bit about your builds. Stick around, please, and enjoy the rest of these builds. Also, have you been posting in the Tabletop Crafters Guild as well?
I believe I have in the past, but I should probably do more of it.
Yep,
So,
keep posting your work in there.
I'll make a
Yeah,
point.
always. It's lovely,
Well,
lovely chatting with you about the build, Mark. Thanks for participating in the build, and thanks for chatting with us about your work and your process.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for sharing.
And thank you guys for dedicating your time. Much appreciated.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
pleasure.
See y'all.
See ya.
Later,
Thank you,
Mark. Look at this. Super cool. I love all those different flowers. This is so let's look. And now we're gonna go in opposite direction of lush. I know who this build is without even looking at the name. I can spot it.
You mean it's a
Wonder
bit
who made
stylized?
this. Yeah,
dark
I
vibes.
love it. I love it. This is. What do you think of this one, Ben? Is that like? What do you think of that?
It's like it's like mine does the opposite.
Well, yeah, it's got. What does it have? Yours has a lot of color from the bushes. What does this one have on it? What do you see on this one that you really like?
Non color.
No color, right? It's got less color, huh?
You know, Martin, what I like about your work is it all is cohesive together. So like your last month's build, you could put this right next to it and it would fit right into it. I think that's great.
So we've had Martin on the Crazy Crafter live stream to sculpt some woodland, or not woodland, but some monsters. And on Instagram, I had a quick chat with Martin, and he was saying that this is almost like the spiritual home of those kind of creepy monsters. Like, so that's the shrine in the middle of his forest.
That's super cool.
I wonder if
The detail on this is astounding. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just love that it looks dusty and it looks old and it's a vibe.
Oh, let me just. I don't know if Martin is still in the chat. He was there not so long ago.
I just clicked through to the other pictures. There's a lot of little details in it.
It's been a while. I'll post the Zoom link for Martin just in case he's there. There we go. But yeah, it's awesome. But he also, for the trees and the roots, I think that he uses trees and roots. And
Yeah.
like,
No.
and they just look brilliant.
I love the little totem pieces throughout it, and I think it's wood. Yeah, it looks like wood.
Yeah, I think it's wood too. David is saying the widening staircase are scaled for minis so they can have an epic staircase battle. Yep. I love the different layers within that. It looks, I don't know, just again playing with different levels on the piece, and you can't help but any time you get to put stuff down on the table, I love it when it elicits an emotional response from the players, and that's definitely what this piece and all the other pieces do as well. And
So, even me.
Yeah, even yours.
You see like the little shrine part that kind of like looks like a little window into like some sort of room or something?
Yeah.
That looks like a knot of a tree. That looks...
Yeah.
Don't put your hand in it. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. See what happens to that hand.
You're not pulling your hand back out of that
Put the
hole.
put the mage hand in there.
And then above it, you have the like horns, but it's holding up the triangle, and there's like grading between the triangle. That's cool.
Super cool.
And again, we got some, for good measure, seasoned with Citadel skulls.
Yep.
Some good seasoned.
Yeah, it's Citadel skulls are like the Salt Bay of the crafting.
Okay, so
Martin's asking, yeah,
for Zoom link on Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Squid
Give me a
man.
second. Where are you? There we go. Yep, it's coming to you now. Okay, Martin, the Zoom link is in Discord. I sent it to you as a private message there. So it looks like we're going to have Martin come in here to chat. To
That's
be honest,
awesome.
It's camouflage.
if you want, what we could do, I mean, because I know who the next build is, we could take a quick look at mine and then come back and look at Martin's again whenever he jumps in here.
Hold on.
Hello.
Hey.
Well,
Oh, Ben. Hold on. Let's go look at this dude's. There he is. Martin's entering. Do you want to go back to? He's
yeah, let's
here.
just do Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
Martin, are you there?
I'm gonna hang out.
Connecting.
Hey, Martin.
Hey there, Martin.
Hey, Martin.
Hi.
Martin.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Again?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Nice
We're
to hear you.
we're loving your build here.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you, guys. I just thought I can give some hints and stuff. So.
Yeah. You don't disappoint with the creepy vibes. Yes, yet again.
Yeah, and as you said, Michael, I was planning to make some sort of connection between the last build and this one. Yeah, I also put in this little triangle thing for Collin to keep the little ongoing and so on. And yeah,
From the last build, yeah.
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 And
that,
then in fact,
like, what does it all mean? What does it mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it a lot that you enjoy the build. And in fact, after the last build in the evening during the show, I some days before I had this haul of found a lot of roots in the park, and I had this really big root, and I thought, yeah, perfect, Woodland Shrine. And had this kind of idea already in the head, and I was glad I made it to this day. It was a bit of rush in the end, but
Yep, I'm glad you got it in. So I'm loving the little way you've used the wood knots of the trees.
yeah,
That's awesome. I love because I've just noticed as well. At first, I just noticed it on the main one on the stairs. But you've got several of them dotted around the terrain as well. Just
yeah,
sticking up.
yeah. It was a spontaneous idea. In fact, during my work, I work in the kindergarten, and when we go to the playground outside, I always find these little wood chips, and they're on the playground, and every now and then you find a wood chip with the knot hole in it, and I kind of collect them and have a big pile, and yeah, thought I would use them as a kind of iconic piece in it, and yeah, kind of weird eldritch symbol.
This build would suit a really super creepy little stop motion animation with some sound effects of wind blowing and stuff like that. There, I could just see this creepy little jerky stop motion of a creature coming in.
Yeah, it totally gives me Tim Burton vibes. All your builds, Martin, give me Tim Burton vibes for sure.
Or hands coming out of the knot in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do something like this one day, and I'm still, still learning a lot all the time. As I said, I'm always really inspired by all the video stuff you guys are doing, and yeah, maybe one day.
Go for it, man. You made something amazing. It's a great vibe. And one thing that strikes me is if I was to walk in a place like this, the air would be so thick and gross, and I could feel breathing in all the dust inside, and I'd be freaked out.
Definitely got an atmospheric vibe for sure.
Walker said it gives him Fern Gully evil vibes, and I totally see that.
Yeah.
Yep. Love that movie. Love that movie.
I don't know it. I'm not too much of a horror guy, but I just really enjoy to work with this aesthetic, and so yeah.
I think whenever you're crafting, it shows what's going on inside you.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Inner Martin.
I love it. I mean, to be honest, if I was to try and attempt to do something with this kind of darker kind of vibe, it wouldn't. I don't think I could come out with it that way. It's like each person's got their own the way they view things. It's like
it's because he works in a kindergarten.
Yeah, totally.
That's dark. That's a dark enough place to make you go down dark rabbit hole. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's just like a lot of questions coming up when you're talking about it, and I thought I just crash in for a minute. So I'm really looking forward for your build, Michael. You teased us a lot, or at least me.
Okay, well,
yesterday evening.
It's actually coming next. We're both
Right
M,
after you.
so we're on the M's now. So
yeah, looking
Thank you
forward
for
to
sharing, Martin.
yeah. Thanks for
you,
coming
guys.
on, Martin.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
good,
Martin.
good chatting with you,
Thanks
buddy.
for the great show.
yeah,
Thanks,
good to hear
Bye.
your voice, man. Okay, so all right, we're on. I guess onto my build then. So my build. We've got Maria Hacker in the chat. My build is actually being sent to Maria this week.
Really?
So Maria
cool.
is one of my top tier members in my Patreon, and like that in that top tier, I send out a couple of builds. So this one's for Maria. She actually triggered the whole Woodland Shrine theme idea for this guild build. Back in early January, when we were talking about the build that I was going to send her, she said something like a Woodland Shrine or something. And then I was like, okay, let's hit 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'll put that idea into the hat for the guild build. And then gladly, Ben, like a genius, picked that theme.
Good job, Ben.
So I decided to go for like a little dragon shrine. The dragon in the middle, like the little dragon pool, is 3D printed, UV resin for the pool. And then it's just the usual. Anyone who watches my channel will see that I like using bark a lot. XPS foam for the ruins. So yeah, there you go.
I love the atmosphere of it, Michael. It's very cool. I like the green that you use. I don't know. It looks like a wet green, like it's been raining for a few days and just muddy and.
Yep, I've got the again. So I think it was Lisa who said that she was kind of inspired by Malaysian ruins, Indonesian ruins. I was as well. I actually had some pictures up where the tree is on top of the ruins and kind of the roots kind of work their way down in around.
Yeah.
The tree is really cool. Is that the one that you build over a stream?
No, this I built this specifically for this build. So
Okay.
it's the same technique though. So it's hot glue and string for the armature, and then it's sea foam glued onto the branches.
That sea foam is some of my favorite way to put that stuff on Canopy looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it does look cool.
And then so it is. I mean, some of the other trees that we've seen in the build so far are probably more robust in terms of like durability or whatever. And to increase the durability of this, so the actual sea foam is wrapped on with floristry wire, and then super glued with a bit of baking powder as well. Then it's sprayed. All of it's sprayed with what do you call it? Like a varnish kind of sealant, and glued on the flock, and then sprayed, and again, so it is actually quite strong.
Nice.
So there you go. So that's mine. We don't have to spend too much time on this one. We can move on.
It looks great.
It looks awesome, dude. Well done.
And
There's a lot
that
of
will
character.
be- Yeah, Maria, I will try and figure out how to package that up safely and send that out to you at some point this week. So
Lucky Maria. Awesome.
Here the DM says
awesome.
it looks like a bonsai tree.
Yeah,
Oh.
yep.
the other little bit was the vines. Oh, detail.
yeah.
I don't know if Tina's still in the chat, but there's leaves in around the base of it. Those are birch seed casings, which I got the idea off Tina Martin's. And the vines also have birch seed casings glued to the vines as well. So
Well done, dude. Birch seeds.
Wonderful.
Go to the last one.
No.
is there an oil in the branches? There's no oil in the branches, no.
You know what I like about this month's build is it's the concept of woodland. So pretty much everyone has created a tree. So you see all the different ways that people have made trees and the different styles, and it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a Gerard Boom shifting lens jig that I see in here at work? Or is this something that he made?
It is. So we
Or
got
did he make it
Sandra.
himself? Sandra is here.
Oh, Saunders made it to the chat. Was he? I
Yeah,
think
he
in
was here.
earlier.
He was here earlier.
Great. I think that he was. He might have been popping in briefly, because he was out with family today. So yeah, I think that is a shifting lands jig.
I think so
And I
too. It looks cool.
Also got an LED sticking up
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
Oh, I like that mini that's painted there. I love all the purple on that. That's a, I like. What are you saying? It's not the Crazy Crafter live stream today. It's the Nat 1 videos live stream today, honey.
Why?
Because we're streaming on Michael's channel.
Why?
Aha! There's Sonder is back. It is Crazy Crafter. It is a G-Boom jig. Okay, Sonder. So the mushrooms in there, are they like little hot glue mushrooms?
I like that you got the mushrooms, you got cattails, you got fish in the water. There's a little squirrel. It's a lot of little details. Actually, there's a rabbit up on the well there. Yeah, the pond edge.
Looks great.
Those are some very nice colors in the water.
Mm-hmm. That it is. The koi.
And like the little reeds posting up, I wonder, are they like, because I know that Sonder has recently got a 3D printer, so I wonder if some of these elements are printed off, like the little reeds sticking up at the back and the lily pads, maybe.
He says, I cheated a bit there, 3D printer. Yeah.
I think
it ain't cheating.
Like, I mean, I cheated also with the 3D printing. Like the centerpiece of mine was like 3D printed. Like it's a tool. It's a tool.
Just like those shifting lands jigs. It's a tool.
Looks fantastic, Sonder. And I think that the water, I think like my favorite part of the whole thing is the water in the middle. I think the pools come together really, really, really well.
Yeah. He achieved some good color there.
While working the stream and chatting away, and also to keep this 5-year-old entertained, I'm gonna try to create a new way to. I'm gonna try to create a tree that I've never made before, like a whole big tree with this little dude. I am. We're gonna do it. So I'm gonna be operating the stream. You keep going here, but you'll see us working over here on the side.
No problem, man. Okay, so Collin, you will still be able to flick us into the next set of images, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're definitely. I'm still running it, and I'm still gonna be engaging, but I'm going to entertain the 5-year-old here next to me as well. Hey, we're gonna make a tree.
We are closing in on the end of the build. We've got 4 builds left.
Nice.
Let's move on to. That's great work, Sonder. Absolutely love it. And if you want to see Sonder's work, actually, I'm going to post a quick link to Sonder's channel. Give me a second. I'll get up there. D6 crafting damage. Sonder has got some videos up. I don't know if he's done a build video for this one, but at least you'll be able to see some of the other things that he has been making. Sonder's also a part of a little hangout group that we have on Facebook. 1d6 crafting damage YouTube. Here comes a link. So yeah, head over to Sonder's YouTube and give him a like and check out some of his other builds on there. Next we have Walker.
Walker, and he's here in the chat.
Yep. Let us know in the chat, Walker, if you want to have a quick call in. We can get you a link for that. So like I can see some similarities between this one and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Narnia with the stone table. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, yeah, I can see that.
And I wonder if it's inspired a little bit by the stone table in Narnia.
Yeah, tell us about it, Walker. It's cool. It has like a crossroads kind of thing going on with the dirt path also.
Aha. Large trees are flocked with actual tree leaves. Smaller tree. That's cool. Very, very good. Enreath, I'm finally awake.
Trees are flocked with coffee grounds.
Enreath, did you have a build in the guild build? We may have covered it already. Let us know there. If not, trees were flocked with coffee grounds. Oh, that's cool. So used coffee grounds have been dried out. That's awesome. I
like the inclusion here of the static grass. I love a static grass moment.
And I'm just trying to zoom in on the trees. Again, I'm wondering, are they...
It looks almost like clay.
Clay or something with paper and glue?
How did you make the tree bases there, Walker? Went for Woodland, taking the shrine back for themselves. That was his inspiration. Well, yeah, actually, you can see that if you go to some of the picture, the trees are touching the altar. It looks like they're grabbing it. Almost some of the foliage is going onto the stone.
All GR? What does all GR mean? All groovy?
All GR.
Oh, and there's a skull there on the tree as well. That's not... I don't think that's a Citadel skull. If so, then this build is very small.
Is it 3D printing? Also, it looks like the tree itself is picking up the skull, which is cool.
Yeah, it's on the branch, so... Walker, if you are there and you want to have a quick chat, there, I'm just going to post the link there. Don't feel under pressure if you don't want to call in, but it's going to be there.
Trees are toilet paper and paper glue.
There we go.
Nice.
Gull woo.
Gull woo.
The skull is on the shrine. Can we skip to the next picture there, Colin? Because it looks like there's one picture where it looks like the skull's on a branch.
I got it. It's right there.
Yeah. So yeah, on the bottom left on photograph, you can see that the skull seems to be floating above the stone. So I think it's actually attached to the branches.
But then if you go to another picture, it looks like it's actually on the shrine. So.
Oh, here he is. Oh, Nicole was going to enter. Nicole Wreath.
Hers is coming up.
Hers is coming up. Okay, so yeah, we're admitting Nicole into the chat here for the next build. The skull is bones. Well, this looks
is
great.
The skull is bones. Which one is it? Or should we go to Nicole?
Well, I posted a link there. Walker hasn't jumped into the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, Nicole, are you there? Can you hear us, Nicole?
Walker said he can't Zoom.
Oh, I can't Zoom. Okay. It looks really good. If there... you jumped into Nicole's one now. I'm a little bit behind, so don't worry. Thanks for entering Walker. Trees are cleaning up the shrine.
Cleaning up the shrine. Okay, so they're removing the things from it. Very cool. That's a great concept.
I like that a lot.
Tree is setting the dinner table is what Lisa said. Thank you for submitting. That's I enjoyed this one.
Okay, so I think we had Nicole. Nicole, can you hear us? Because it looks like you're in the Zoom chat, but we can't hear you. I don't know what's going on with that.
No,
yeah, as long as... There we go.
Hello? Ask to unmute. Nicole?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Sorry I'm a bit late.
That's okay. So you're down under, right?
Yeah, it's currently nearly 7 a.m.
Wow.
I was gonna say when we start when we start the stream, I think it's like 5 a.m. for you all down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 4:30 last time.
Woof.
It's actually perfect timing that you woke up just then because we're literally coming up to your build.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to save the link, but it just called me in. Sorry.
So, Colin, next on the list is actually Smith Mitchell. So if we just jump to Nicole's...
I got it.
And then we'll jump back.
Ooh.
And this looks awesome, Nicole. So
yeah, this is a great build.
Thank you.
Tell us about it.
Well, I wanted something that glowed, and I wanted it to be, I don't know, just something different. I figured everyone else would do pine trees, but everyone did kind of the same trees, and my trees were horrible. They just kept falling apart, and they just drove me mad.
They don't look horrible.
No, just don't bump them. They fall apart.
So so some of the things that are pretty clear are you're using XPS foam, right, for all your stonework?
Yes, which took me quite a while to find. I did end up finding it eventually.
Oh, you don't get XPS foam down there?
Not easily, no.
Okay.
Pretty warm there.
Yeah, we don't use it for our builds, apparently.
And the flocking on it, like it, is that a flocking mat or something, or is that glued on flock?
No, I just glued flocking on there.
Ooh.
It looks like sawdust flocking, is it?
I'm not actually sure. I just found it at the train shop.
Okay.
And the runes that you've got in for the stonework, are they just made up runes? Or...
No, they're Elven, and it actually says "Love the planet" because we're going for.
So what does it say?
It says "Love the planet" or "Love the earth."
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I like that they used UV or a black light.
Yeah, so it's a candlelight, a tiki light candle, and I just changed the globe on it to a UV one.
Very cool. So it gives that nice glowing rune effect.
Oh, and the like in the pit in the middle, is that a hot glue crystal?
Yeah, so it's just when you get buy the tea lights, and I think it was DM Scotty that did it. use hot glue to just cover the light globe a bit.
Yep.
To give it the fire effect.
That is awesome.
Love it.
Really love the glow.
That was my first lighting effect, which was that tea light and covering it up.
But
this looks great.
So simple.
The glowing, I like that idea a lot, and that might you've triggered some ideas for me.
You might yoink that one.
Go for it.
Awesome. So
I like the color of it. It's very positive feeling. It's a very happy looking build.
I went for something lighter than I usually go for. Usually I go dark, so yeah, something
It's
different.
always cool to do something different. Especially with the message of the runes of love the earth. That's a nice tie.
Yeah, I mean, we've had quite a range in the builds today, from that dark vibe right through to the bright, and I love the fact that we've covered that all. That's really, really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's builds are great.
Yeah. It's been some amazing work. So, I mean, and so last stream that we did, we had 16 builds or 17. This one's 23 now, so
wow.
Keep them coming.
Good luck to DM Scotty next month. And sure
yeah,
a lot more builds. I hope. Did you do the last build as well? I think you did.
Yeah, I did the bridge.
That's right. Yeah. So
I remember the name.
There we go. Thank you so much, Nicole. And
no worries.
awesome
I have kids to get ready for school now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you deserve a cup of coffee now.
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for
guys.
submitting.
Thank you.
No
Mr.
worries.
Jumping
Thank you so
in.
much for calling in. Okay, cool. So we are on to, I think then we will skip back to
Michelle Smith.
Michelle Smith.
Hold on, Ben. There we go. There she is. And also, my camera's overheated. I'm still here. I'm trying to figure my camera situation out.
That's
starting
okay.
to heat up.
We can hear you. Do we have Michelle in the chat? Sandra's just asking, have we got an idea for the next build challenge? We'll just have a little chat about that at the very end. Let's actually, I'll just say that to anyone in the chat right now, why don't you throw some ideas at us for the next guild build idea? Scotty has one idea that he's thrown into the mix, which is floating, basically, like to do a build that has got some elements of floating in it, which I think is a cool, super cool idea. But he also said, let's throw it out to the viewers and see if they've got some ideas that they want to get involved. So if you've got an idea that you think might make a cool guild build, throw it in the chat.
Yep.
And then we'll take a look here at Michelle Smith. And this is looking awesome straight off the bat. I love it.
Yeah, straight away I'm drawn to the brightness, the greens. I love greens.
Yeah, this one, like, this has definitely got like super Celtic kind of vibes going on, like druidy kind of stone circle going on there as well.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Michelle... Oh, Michelle Lynn, I'm here trying to get in on the Zoom. Okay, cool.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Righteous.
Let's get you a link here, Michelle, 1 second. Copy, paste. At Michelle. Here is a link for you, coming right now. And we'll keep an eye out here in the Zoom chat, and then you can hopefully join. Hopefully it works quite well.
Ben, sit still, please. Guess it's.
How are you getting on there, Slavko?
Good.
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 I like.
It's good.
What I like about this piece is all the candles. I believe those are candles at the base of the statue. I think that's very cool. Or if they're not candles, they could be like stalagmites or something. calcium deposits, but I think they're candles, and I think it looks really cool.
Have you got half an eye on the Zoom to see if Michelle is coming in there?
I haven't seen anyone join it. Haven't seen anyone join it.
So I
this next one
wonder,
here.
are the statue middle, is this 3D printed stuff as well, or because I think that the standing stones, those look hand carved with little hand carved runes in them.
Yeah.
Yep, I was gonna say the rocks look 3D printed, but then the it definitely looks like it's a hand carved.
What I quite like about this one is like the denseness of the canopy over the top, so it kind of really feels like you're inside the forest.
Especially the close-up shot there.
So Michelle, if you're still, because I know you said I'm here trying to get into the Zoom. If you're still in the chat, if we move on from your build, by the time that you get Zoom working, we will come back and have a quick little look at it and talk about it. So keep trying to get in.
Oh, she's coming out.
Awesome. Oh, no, it didn't work. Try again, please. Ah, there we go.
Yay.
Connecting audio.
Welcome,
Michelle. Can you hear us?
So it kind of really feels like you're inside the forest.
Okay, Michelle, can
Hello,
you?
can you guys hear me?
Hi, Michelle.
Can you mute the YouTube channel? Just press mute on YouTube so that we don't have that in the background. Yeah, can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you. How are you?
Welcome.
I'm great. How are you guys?
Awesome. Thanks so much
Very
for
good.
entering the guild build. This looks awesome.
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting.
We can hear you. Can you can hear us? Because we can hear you quite well, Michelle. I'm going to type that into the chat. Are you there, Michelle? Hello, hello, hello. So it looks like Michelle is in the Zoom, but something's going on amiss with audio. Let's put a chat in here. Type, boom.
We can hear you. Oh, that was you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, cool. My computer chose right now to decide to crash.
That's the way it works.
That's how it
because
is.
you're on it. It's because you joined a stream, Michelle. That's why.
I still can't hear you guys.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to ask some questions to Michelle by text here, and hopefully she can see them. We can hear. Tell us about the build.
Ask her if she carved in the cracks on the statue.
All right, here we go. I think we got that this time.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Hey.
Oh,
Welcome to the stream, Michelle. How are you?
Thank you very much. I am wonderful. How are you guys?
Awesome.
good.
Really enjoying this guild build review and loving what you've done here.
Oh, thank you.
So straight off the bat, Slavko had a question for you. We were just going to type it to you there, but go ahead, Slavko.
yeah. Well, we were wondering because the rocks do look hand carved, but the statue kind of looks maybe 3D printed. But I was
Yeah,
wondering if you added detail on your own, like the carvings and stuff.
The statue is 3D printed. It's a, I can't remember. It's one of the things from Skyrim.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the Meridia
Statue of
statue or
Bella?
something like.
Yeah, it might be Mirabella.
yeah.
But the rocks are all hand carved out of EVA foam.
Oh, nice. EVA.
Very cool.
Now, is this piece secured down, or is it individual pieces? Some people are wondering that. In the
Nope.
chat.
All the pieces are individual. Everything can be taken off the board. The board is
That's
a
cool.
flat, static grass board with 2mm grass so that everything can sit quite flat on it.
That's awesome.
The trees even come apart so that the bottoms can stay on and the tops can come off.
So that sounds like that you play D&D and are you the DM and this is part of modular terrain that you kind of piece together?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I both run a game and build terrain for my brother's game as well. So
That's awesome.
I've got quite a bit of it laying around most of the time.
Because I mean, what I quite liked with one of the top down photograph is the way the canopy is, and it makes it look like you're really inside the forest.
Yeah.
Which is
And I wanted to be able to give that feel, but still be able to play on it. So that's why I made the treetops come off so that I could still get that feel.
That's cool.
And characters can still play.
And what material did you use for the canopy?
I used leftover quilt batting and then made homemade flocking out of a old couch cushion.
Nice.
Awesome. Also, earlier on in the chat, we were talking about different ways of making candles. So you've got all of these like little candles dotted around.
Yeah, I 3D printed those.
Okay.
The statue, the candles, and the mushrooms were all 3D printed.
Nice.
Everything else, though, is handmade. The ferns I cut out with a Cricut machine.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got a couple of people who use crickets in the community.
Do you use real branches as tree trunks?
No, it's all hot glue.
Oh, cool.
Hot glue and some pieces of the woodland scenic trees armatures.
Okay.
So this like are you planning to use this in a campaign, or what campaign are you running at the minute?
Yeah, this is going to be later on, but as soon as I heard Woodland Shrine, I was like, oh, have to do this.
I'm glad that you did. Very cool.
Is this your first guild build?
This is my first guild build, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Thank you so much.
I've been lurking for a long time, and
well, it's awesome that you're lurking no more, and now now you get to share, because again, it's the whole purpose of it. Like all the techniques that everyone uses. It's just an extensive array of techniques that we all get to use in our builds now because of your sharing your work.
I can't see us.
yeah, it's great being a part of this community. There's so much inspiration, and I take so much inspiration from all of you guys, with many other people, everybody that posts. I'm always very inspired by everybody here.
So you're obviously you're a member of the Tabletop Crafters Guild. Do you post in there regularly, or?
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a stalker there.
That's okay.
Definitely post your work.
Us too.
I've posted a couple of times, but I always end up forgetting to post things. I take pictures and then they end up out there and nowhere land.
I look forward to seeing more from you.
It's a fantastic group. Like, and where are you based at the minute? Where are you hailing from?
I'm in New York in the United States.
Ah, cool.
You're in the snow with me.
Yes.
I'm in Chicago, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're at the point where it's a mix of snow or mud.
Yeah. It's
So
the
it was
fun
nice
of the
to
north.
be involved in green trees.
Right. Absolutely. And I like the greens that you use. I like the variation. It adds to the piece.
Yeah, it was really cool. I had never made homemade flock before, and so it was a good time to try it. And I love making my own so that I can get that variety of color.
Yep, achieved. Good
Yeah.
job.
Looks really great. Everything fits like really well together. It's like it's one piece, but you can take it out and.
Mm-hmm.
I particularly love the kind of druidy kind of vibes with the stones.
Yeah. The world that my characters are playing in is very filled with old druidic lore and stuff like that. So they come in contact with a lot of that kind of stuff.
Very cool. Thank you so much for entering the guild build, and make sure, please enter again. Be another theme coming up. We're going to chat about that just after this last build. If you've got any ideas to contribute towards what a theme might be, like as a DM, you probably are coming up with ideas all of the time.
Yeah, but if I'm put on the spot, I know nothing.
That tends to happen.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
No pressure. Just if you think of something, throw it in the chat.
Will do.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle, for calling in. That was great. Right, we are literally at our last build, and this is brilliant because we're going to end on quite an upbeat, jovial turn. I love this build.
The Shrine of the Honey Bear.
Yep. The Shrine of the Honey Bear. And I think there are some notes with this one as well. Now, this is by Zach. Hilburn, and I'm not sure if Zach is in the chat. Oh, so Collin, we've lost Collin.
No,
Collin.
I'm still here. I'm here.
Oh, you're just not on YouTube.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm. My video is still. I'm waiting till we say bye bye because the camera it's warm now that it's warmer here in the desert. About a 2-hour stream is a good length for the DSLR before it's like, I'm too warm, don't destroy your sensor, and shuts off. So
I'm so hot.
Yeah, you're so hot, aren't you?
I'm jealous, Ben.
Get out of the garage.
We are.
Okay.
We're almost done, kiddo.
So here we've got the Shrine of the Honey Bear. There were some notes, and I just can't remember where the notes were.
It's the next picture. It's on the image.
Okay,
I pulled it up.
I'm so rumbly in my tummy. Time for something sweet. Our adventurers find the shrine. Can they solve the riddle that appeared on the chest of the great stone bear? Our rangers remember that the bears love honey. It is the stone bear, so maybe I do care. A successful hunt for honey and an offering to the great stone bear opens a secret passage. Oh no, a surprise attack from the mind flayer known as Christopher
Robin. Oh my God. That's a Winnie the Pooh.
So we've got
That's
very
funny. I love
Winnie
that.
the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Christopher Robin.
So this is
my
like
gosh.
the one. I mean, I think that this looks all like carved XPS foam and textured. Not a lot of like flocking per se, but some of that. What's that moss called?
Reindeer moss.
Reindeer moss. Yep.
Yep. On the third picture, there's more information also.
I wonder if the bear is an actual bottle of honey. Sometimes honey comes
think
in
it
those
is.
bottles. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Collin, can we? Okay, so that's the final one. Okay, for the final photograph, it. secret door mechanism in action. Okay, so this on the left-hand side, there's a little door that slides out. A set piece. So they've written a set piece that's amazing should be filled with all kinds of woodland creatures, wild boars, tigers, nervous rabbit folk, sad pack mules, owl bears, kangaroos, elephants, and weasels. Be careful; those last two might steal the honey needed to open the shrine. Too much adventure you would need.
Over 99 Imperial units of forest.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is awesome, and like
I like the whimsicalness of it.
Yeah. So I think this might have actually been the first build that was put in, and whenever it came in, I was just like, we're off to a great start. It was one of the first couple of builds. Very, very cool. So we've had super dark, creepy vibes. We've had Michelle, was it, or not Michelle, was who was before Michelle that had the stone carving?
Nicole,
that's right. With the super earth vibes, and now we have some Winnie the Pooh vibes. It's awesome. So unless I'm mistaken, I'm just going to refresh the folder one more time and just have a quick skim through. In case
It's a 100-acre wood joke. Another Winnie the Pooh reference when they said 99 acres.
There you go.
Or no, Imperial units.
I didn't get it. It's been too long since I watched Winnie the Pooh.
Love it.
That's funny. Thank you for pointing that out, Carl.
David Darling, Dean Pence, Derek, Dungeon Matron, Joe Carbone, John Hostel. Yep, I think we have covered everyone. All right, so before we just...
I have some fake submissions.
Huh?
I have some fake submissions from myself.
Do you want to put them in the thing and let's have a look?
I mean, I can just show it here.
Yeah, it's just showing
here. Show us now.
So we got this spooky altar in the woods.
That's a fake submission.
This is a fake submission because I've made this a while ago. But here's this guy. And then this is a super old build. But here's my druidic altar with the glowing...
Collin, on YouTube, can you make it so that it's back to the four of us on screen again? Or... because then we can see Zane's...
transition.
Yeah, we
got
can
it.
see Zane's
it's there.
Build a little bit bigger. Thank you, man.
So I'll re-show that. So I like the fart noises.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is a very old build of mine, one of my first actually, and it's a druidic altar, and it has a glow-up stag in the middle.
Super cool.
And then we got our scary stories altar in the woods.
That one's dark. That one's very dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have time to make a submission this time because I am in the middle of moving. So
I mean, I think that you would have been permitted to just enter photographs of that because it nailed the brief so perfectly.
It violates the laws of the guild build.
Yeah.
Thou art banished.
Cool. So we have reached the end of this month's guild build, which has been really, really cool. Some amazing work from everyone. Thank you so much to everybody who entered a build for the guild build. And just in this last little wrap-up section, I'm sure some people have maybe put some ideas already in for the next guild build, but can I just ask you to type your idea again now so that we get like a little list of ideas that we can draw from a hat for next month's guild build.
I'm throwing mine up in the live chat right now.
Awesome, dude. So yeah, I'll use that as a marker then actually once yours is in there, because then anything below that. Thank you so much everyone as well for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and enjoyed the builds. Next month, like we said earlier, it's going to be over on Scotty's channel. It may be run in the same format. It might be a little bit different. A few things have to be figured out. And this month, you're going to have longer to do your builds. So it's not going to be 4 weeks. It's going to be slightly longer because in the middle of March, Scotty's actually away for a period of time. So it'll be when he comes back. Going to chat to Scotty tomorrow morning and figure out an actual date. And also, okay, cool. So we've got loads of ideas coming in here now. Tentacles. Floating rock cloud city airship siege, underground. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that. Guild build theme energy. That's also cool. Undersea. That's interesting. Like, these are going to present some good challenges. Let's see what else. Asterix and Obelix.
Oh, you skipped mine, but that's fine.
Sea page. I thought you were referring to sea page, as in like see the page or something. What's
no leaking, seepage, sewer?
Oh, seepage. Seepage. Yeah. I just can't spell. Seepage. That could end up interesting.
That's probably spelled wrong. I don't know.
Walker meeting place. That's pretty cool. Or under the city. That's cool as well.
Floating rocks, Cloud City. Collin, do you want to do the floating theme? Is that?
No, I realized that when I typed it in before, it was just like there was no punctuation. It was just like floating rock cloud. Blah, 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 blah. I was just like, oh, I should probably do these separate. So, that was going off of Scotty. Those are so the two like the clouds. Scotty had floating rocks, I think, and then. Like something like the Cloud City was, I think, another interpretation. The airship siege was mine. I was like, what would be if you had like an airship siege? Go for it, Joel. I want to see like a mass airship battle the size of the Art of Arn. Go for it. It's just like, what do we have? Like the airship siege is a little. I feel like that's pretty. That's pretty gnarly. I feel like they're all gnarly. Any build has the potential of being gnarly at any given time.
If it's a Cloud City or floating rocks, I'm totally doing BioShock Infinite's Columbia City in the sky. Just saying.
Whoa,
claimed it.
That'd be cool.
It's mine. Thank you. Bye. No.
So we have. I've screenshotted all of those ideas. I've got a screenshot of all of them. There's some really, really great ideas in there. Goodbye, Russian spy bot.
Goodbye. Do
svidaniya.
And we will stick all of those ideas into a hat and we'll let Scotty take the pick and then that'll be the theme. So
cool.
Well, actually, do you want to do it now? I'm just wondering if people might want to know now. Do you guys want to know now?
It's looking like they want to know. It is how we did it last time.
I want to know now.
Do we want to put it into a generator or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zane, you got it. You got it going. Zane's got it going.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me hop on that.
Right. So
I volunteered you.
This one takes about a minute, and I'm pretty sure that Scotty won't mind us going ahead and picking a theme. Right.
Okay.
I think that will be totally fine.
You've been very patient. You've been very helpful hanging out. Yeah.
Okay, can we put a number on each of the submission? I'll run a numbers generator.
Okay, so do you want me to read them out to you?
Sure.
From the top?
Yep, go for it.
So floating rocks, cloud, city, airship, siege. So if we just write floating rocks.
Number 2.
Tentacles.
Tentacles, okay.
Underground.
Okay.
Energy.
Okay.
Undersea.
Undersea.
Build ideas. Forgotten library.
Library. Okay.
Castle Square.
Okay.
Ferry hideaway.
Okay.
Asterix and Obelix.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to spell that.
Astrix and
Uh-huh.
Obelix. Seepage.
Yes. Okay.
A
I
man's
wonder who
best
submitted
friend.
that. Okay.
Meeting place.
Mm-hmm.
Under the city.
Yeah, okay.
Under the sea.
Cave confrontation.
Got it.
Lisa's saying incorporate crystals, so we
Ouch,
could do a
sorry.
build that says incorporate crystals.
I'll just put crystals.
Airship siege. Oh no, we've airship siege and cloud city. I'd love to do the Forgotten Library. That was from Cross. Forgotten Library again. Castle Square.
Castle Square. That's new.
Do you know a lot of people are saying Forgotten Library here? I like the seepage. I think that's all of the ideas.
That's 18 ideas.
Let me just scan to the bottom.
Yeah, floating rocks, tentacles, underground, energy, undersea, forgotten library, castle square, fairy hideaway, Asterix obelix, sea page, a man's best friend, meeting place, under the city, cave confrontation, crystals, airship seas, cloud city, and castle square. Oh, castle square is twice, so we have 17.
Okay, right. Let's have let's do a draw.
Okay, so hold on. Let me set the max at 17. Do you want me to share my screen, make it fair?
If you can, and Colin, we can put it on the thing. Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, hold on.
Is that possible, Colin?
I'm pretty sure it'll mess up the stream.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it won't mess it up. It'll just be. Oh, stand by. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm going to
Stand
copy
by.
and paste the numbering here, so I'm not cheating that way.
Hold on, buddy. I can do your thing, I think.
Oh,
Hold on.
Maria, I missed yours. Where's yours?
Ben, stop.
Thorns
Ben.
from Maria Hacker.
What was it?
Thorns.
Thorns. Okay.
Sorry,
That's a cool
Maria.
idea.
Okay, so let's see how I can do this. I'm going to copy 1 through 9, post them here. And then,
Yep, it's in there, Maria, now as well.
Hi.
okay, so that's 18 entries. There's the numbers that associate with each. I'm going to share my screen now and see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. I have it.
I hope Maria didn't leave. Are you still there, Maria?
Stop, Ben.
I'm
No.
terrible at scanning through text at the best of times, so it's easy for me to miss comments.
It's going to kick me out if I share my screen. Okay, I'm going to do it on my
Yeah.
phone. We'll do it that way.
Just I trust that you're not cheating, Zane.
I got to be fair. I don't trust myself. No.
Wait a minute. So you've got, how about this? You've got 18, did you say?
Yep.
I mean, we could roll a d20, and if it lands on 19 or 20, we just roll again.
That's true. Want to do it that way?
Yeah. Should we roll a d20?
Do you want me to roll a d20 or you want to
Have you
roll
got-
a d20?
You've
I'm going to find one.
If you've got a d20 right there, roll a d20, and let's see what comes up.
Hold on. I think I know where they are. Oh.
It's
No.
the guy with 4 arms.
No, I don't have a d20. It's in a box somewhere. Shocker.
I can't believe none of us have a d20 sitting there, so we may as well do the draw the way we
I mean, I have it set up here. I just hit a button. But...
Hit a button.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
Okay. Let's focus. So we have, this will be the number at the top. We hit generate. Number 11.
Number 11 is...
What's 11?
A man's best
friend.
A man's best friend. That is an interesting one.
Okay.
There we go, guys. A man's best friend.
A man's best friend.
Build whatever comes to mind. I sense a lot of dogs.
Well,
yep.
I mean, we've got people in here who like to do some pretty dark stuff, so we may end up with some werewolves.
That's true.
Or your
That's
best
true.
friend who could be your sword or your whatever.
Your airship. I could be your best friend.
That's right.
Say
the airship
say
siege.
hello to my
Sieging on an
little
sieging on an airship is my best friend.
Everyone's
Cool.
coming in with a similar sort of comment. Oh, okay, a man's best friend. What are we gonna do? So this one might.
Tentacles could be a man's best friend, Dean. Don't be sad about that.
Awesome. So Joel's saying, I don't mind this theme at all. Great role. See, this is the thing is like, this is going to trigger some interesting ideas. I mean, the thing about the guild build is it's quite easy to end up doing quite generic stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
A theme like this is like, it's open to interpretation. Do what you want with it. Like, I mean, maybe you can build a diorama around the man's best friend, like, where it tells a story. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff.
Lisa said, so a hand. I can't.
I'm glad I'm wearing headphones right now.
Yeah.
Cue the DM.
Okay, that just gave me the idea of if anyone's seen Cabin in the Woods, the final scene of Cabin in the Woods, the giant hand coming up out of the ground.
Yes.
Yep.
Spooky and
Spoiler
creepy.
alert.
Well, please, that movie came out like 10 years ago.
Cool. All right. So there we go, guys. We have a theme. A man's best friend.
Best friend.
At initial look of that theme is like, but I'm sure you guys are going to come up with some awesome stuff. We will let Scotty know, and all of the details will come into the guild build, or sorry, the Tabletop Crafters Guild over the course of the next week. That's it. I think we're going to wrap it up there. That has been a 3-hour stream. So good luck to Scotty for the next one, whenever he's going to get loads of people entering in.
That's right.
But that was really fun. It was so cool to have you guys all hanging out, and for everyone who contributed. It's been great, and it's just a cool way to get the community together crafting. Like, you will see some of the people in the chat over on the Tabletop Crafters Guild, so chat over there as well. Like, getting the community just together, chatting about builds and stuff is really, really cool. I think that's what it's all about.
Yep.
And thanks.
Thank you, everybody, for your submissions.
But also thank you, Collin, Zane, and Slavko for carrying me through this. It's been great.
You're very heavy. Ugh, no.
Yeah, so heavy. No, it was great. Thank you for hosting it, Michael, and thank you, Slavko, again for jumping on. That was awesome of you to come hang out and get to guide us on home after Scotty had
Thanks for having me.
Just before we wrap up, have you got anything coming up, Slavko?
I do. I am working on this wall here, and it's going to be the next video. Should have it up in about 2 weeks, maybe, but no promises.
Cool.
No promises.
I'm not trying to put any pressure on you. It comes out when it comes out. I know you're extremely busy with work and stuff. So
I actually have 3 projects like on the table right now, but this one it takes the most of my time.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
Rocks.
Thanks.
I'm kind of jealous that I don't have an awesome backdrop now.
Lucy.
I know the answer would be no. So, all right. So, yeah, everyone in the chat, thank you guys so much. And yeah, make sure. I think that I believe that there are links below. To Zane and to Collin.
There's not one for Slavko yet, but there will be.
I know. I'm gonna post a link to the Mini Mason in the chat here.
Yep.
So yeah, please go and check these guys out and support their channels as well. That'll be awesome. They all do awesome stuff on their channels. Collin is streaming every week. Zane is putting awesome terrain and also
every once in a while.
Slavko has got like some of the best kind of textures in his builds. Like,
there's a ton of videos.
Well,
he's releasing one a year. One a year.
I mean, when
when
it's that quality, it's all you need. I mean, I like the way I do my wood texture in XPS foam. I've kind of pretty much pinched from Slavko, so I saw that. It's great. So, and oh yeah, post the link. The Mini Mason. So yeah, check out Mini Mason as well, guys. And I think that's it. We're going to wrap up. Thanks for joining the Guild Build review. And we'll see you on the next one. Well, we might not see you on the next one because Scotty's hosting it, and I guess he'll be choosing who is doing it with him. So
no pressure, Scotty.
But what I will say before I go, is next Saturday we will be, myself, Zane, and Collin will be on the Crazy Crafter live stream. Please come and join us on that. We will be having. I'm going to hand over to Collin.
David and or Daffod, depending on how I'm mispronouncing it. But Terraintronics. Very, very excited about that build. We're gonna bust out our soldering irons, make sure we measure some voltage, and we're gonna see what we can come up with to incorporate some electricity within our terrain builds. I am super stoked for that. And that's gonna be we're gonna do that. It's a 2-week special. We're doing 2 weeks of that, so that's gonna be a ton of fun.
Cool. So that's next Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. PST, 12 EST.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm starting to learn all of the times around the globe.
Look at you. Well done. Well done.
What time is that in Canada?
1 EST.
1 EST. There we go. So
almost done.
We're covering all our bases here.
Okay. Excellent.
Let's wrap it up, guys. We'll say
don't end the stream yet. Let it play out. We'll get it. We'll get it here in just a second.
Okay.
I'll cue you out for it. But here we go. We have a special thank you for watching slide, specially prepared. Ben, hit this button right here. Click the mouse button. Click it. Boom. Here we go. Bye everyone. Have a great week.
Till